Shropshire. Good old Nate.
It is a historic and memorable afternoon here on the northwest portion of our fair city. We come to you live from the beautiful new state-of-the-art Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium on the campus of Edward Waters University here in Jacksonville, Florida, where the Tigers of Edward Waters University will get set to open up the 2021 campaign as they welcome in their rivals from Miami Gardens and the Lions of Florida Memorial University. Joshua Jackson here with you. So glad that you're able to join us here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. It is our pleasure to welcome in former four-year starter here at Edward Waters University, NAIA Honorable Mention All-American, and just an all-around great guy. The pride of Tampa, Florida's Jefferson High School, Mr. Camus Leitner, into the booth. There's our color commentator. Camus, as a former Tiger yourself, I know this has got to be a very big moment for you as someone who wore the purple and orange, who bleeds EWU purple and orange. I said I was going to get used to that. This has got to be a proud moment for you.
Oh man, this right here comes around full circle. Even the relationship between you and I, Josh. You've seen the maturation, the growth of this program, the growth of me as a young man. But yeah, being here, seeing the turf on the field, seeing the excitement, seeing the just it's elaborate at this point. It was a vision put into place by our past two presidents at this point, and they made it happen, man. And just give much kudos to our past players who got us to this point, and hopefully these guys right here can keep it going and compete at a very high level. Execute the plan, these coaches' game plans, and just play some good football.
We talk about elevation. Edward Waters moving from the NAIA, which they've been a member of for quite some time, moving up to NCAA Division II and rejoining the SIAC. They've got experience in SIAC games. A couple of years ago, they played an SIAC schedule, struggled that year in 2019, going 1-10. But that's got to feel good knowing that you've got experience against those teams that you'll play. Were able to bring in a very big and a very nice recruiting class into the program. So the sky's the limit here for this young Tigers football team.
Oh, for sure, man. It's definitely a confident booster to know that you can line up, toe-to-toe, head-to-head with these guys who say that they're bigger, stronger, and faster than you. Anytime that you can go into a film room and say, hey, we need you all to win your one-on-one battles, and your players can confidently get out there on that football field and do that, that separates. Actually, that's a win before you can get on the football field. So yeah, the schedule. I mean, even dating back to the times when we were playing these type of teams. Not only were we competing against them, but we were beaten. And that's something that we need to get back to. And again, competing at the highest level, and that's the play-by-play, individual battle by individual battle, from the football field all the way to that press box up there with the OC and the DC up there as well. So it's a three-phase game, and I'm looking forward to what these young Tigers have to do today.
We'll take our first time out here on the Global Freight and Storage pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look and preview this year's edition of the Edward Waters University Tigers. We're sitting about 26 minutes away from kickoff of this afternoon's contest here in Jacksonville. It's the Tigers of Edward Waters University and the Lions of Florida Memorial University. We're live from the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium, and more of our pregame show continues after this time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Thank you.
How's that sound, ET? crazy, man. How this coming full circle, man. This is crazy. It's crazy.
Back here in Jacksonville, more of our pregame show here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. We're about 24 minutes away from kickoff as the Tigers of Edward Waters University get set to take on the Lions of Florida Memorial University. Camus, looking at this year's edition of the Tigers of EWU, it's going to be a new look edition of the Tigers as they welcome head coach Toriano Morgan coming over from Virginia State University. Well, he had great success as the quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator, and assistant head coach, a guy who really has come in and has really infused a lot of life into this Edward Waters program.
Yeah, man. Much needed boost of enthusiasm. He brings an offensive mind that is unique, that is needed. Some say that, hey, we don't need to throw the ball around everywhere. We don't need to make these necessary adjustments, but he brings a very tactful energy and thoughtful offense to what's needed right now. And again, these guys need to compete. They need to put up some points, and that right there in itself will bring some excitement, not only to their teammates but the fans that's here today as well. So Toriano I look forward to the game plan that he's going to be putting together. Sure.
And looking at the quarterback battle, it's a back-and-forth battle between the young freshman and Saquon Smith, who comes from Florida's Plantation High School, and then the experienced guy who's a graduate transfer coming over from Tennessee State, and David Johnson, that guy from Oak Cliff, Texas, who has experience coming over from Tennessee State, a guy who it's just been a tremendous battle between those two guys.
Yeah, it's funny that actually happened my freshman year.
Delaney Mills.
Delaney Mills coming out of Fletcher High School here. He transferred from
Catawba, yep.
I believe it was. And also we had Levi Williams returning. Then we had 7, 8 other freshman quarterbacks that came in and we're competing for that number 1 position. Competition is good. I'm a strong believer in competition. That separates the good from the great. These two young men, because we have to figure out what's going to mesh, what's going to be in sync, what the offensive linemen, who they're comfortable with. So it's going to be a couple quarters, I don't want to say unfortunately, because again, the time, training camp and everything like that. But these guys need to execute at the highest level, and whoever makes the least mistakes, they're going to separate. They're eventually going to separate themselves to being that starting quarterback that can move this program forward.
The one thing that Coach Morgan comes from offenses that really run the ball very well, and he's got a wealth of talent back there in the backfield. And our returning 2 running backs coming back to Jacksonville in the junior running back. Actually, senior running back Malik Stevens, and also junior running back and Deshaun Hugie. Those two guys have been a tremendous 1-2 punch in the backfield for Edward Waters. And don't forget to add Spencer Carter in there. That's a loaded backfield, and anytime you can run the ball, kind of establish your dominance there at that line of scrimmage, it can really go along with to some great success.
Absolutely, man. You have to be able to run the ball effectively. That creates the space on the outside of the receivers. But if you do not win the line of scrimmage, if you do not win that battle inside the trenches, you will not be able to fulfill your entire game plan throughout the game in itself. So we have to win at the line of scrimmage. And again, those athletes, I call them athletes because they catch the ball, they block, they run, and they make the best difference in a running football program. So I look forward to seeing these guys putting their feet on the ground.
Looking at the defensive side of the football, head coach, defensive coordinator Joe Carter coming over from Tuskegee, all that great success they had over there at Tuskegee, winning several SIAC championships, doing a great job as our director of intercollegiate athletics, Dr. Paul Bryant, comes in and gives us a little bit of trouble. But that defense, looking at the scrimmage last week here in Jacksonville, that defense is really poised and primed to make some big headway this year.
And the biggest thing is that Coach Carter is coming back. That gives these guys, these student athletes, something to look forward to. That's in itself, it brings a lot of confidence in these guys. They believe in that system. And not only do they believe in it, but the head coach believes in it. So whatever they can do to be aggressive, Obviously keep the pass interferences down and things of that nature. But just playing aggressive, tackling, doing the fundamentals, that's going to, again, we're playing in a game where making the smallest mistakes can cost you the biggest of games in itself.
We'll take another time out here on the Global Freight and Storage pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look across the field and take a look at the Lions of Florida Memorial University. About 19 minutes away from kickoff this afternoon's contest here in Jacksonville. The Tigers of Edward Waters University and the Lions of Florida Memorial University. We're live for the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium, and more of the Global Freight and Storage pregame show continues after this time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Do me a favor. Go over there and see about that printer. It might need to load the software on my laptop. See about just loading the software on there so we can go ahead and get that printer going, please. Oh, yeah, you good now, bro.
We're in a groove now. I got it now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying, man. Listen, I'm trying to bring out the inner Troy Aikman, Chris Collinsworth. You know what I mean? Trying to.
No.
Tony Romo even. Absolutely. Okay. You might see me call a couple of plays before it happens.
If it doesn't work, it's fine.
That's why he get paid the big bucks. I appreciate that, my brother. It's the easy alley-oops for my guy over here, Josh, man. Some easy alley-oops.
Back with more of the Global Freight and Storage pregame show here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Joshua Jackson, Camus Leitner here with you from the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium here in Jacksonville. Camus, let's take a look across the field against this afternoon's opponent. It's the Lions of Florida Memorial University. They begin, their program was restarted. The announcement was made back in 2020 after a 62-year hiatus. Of course, COVID-19 messed everything up. They moved their season to a spring season, had 8 games originally scheduled, but were only able to play 3 of them as a result of COVID-19. The season got canceled early, but the one thing about this Florida Memorial football program, yes, they're young. They're young at several spots. Edward Waters will have the advantage in terms of experience, but this is a young, hungry football team coming from Miami Gardens. They've got the advantage of being able to have that wealth of South Florida experience and South Florida speed. So it's going to definitely be a challenge here for Edward Waters this afternoon.
Yeah, see, that's the scary part. These guys have no fear. When you're facing a team that's going out here and they're fearless and they're just ready to get to it, that can turn into a scary situation, especially with an overconfident team in Edward Waters University. But with that being said, they're going to be learning. They're going to be getting to it. They're going to be, again, a lot of enthusiasm, and I definitely look forward to what Flomo has to bring to the table. But young is not bad all the time, but it can be dangerous at times as well.
When you look at the Florida Memorial Ball Club, they're led by a guy, if you know anything, you come from technically South Florida down there in Tampa, but everyone knows about Tim Ice Harris, a great guy, had all kind of great success there at Miami Booker T. Washington, winning all of those state championships, sending all of those young men to Division I levels, has experience coaching at the Division I level as the running backs coach a few years ago at the University of Miami. So one thing about a Tim Ice Harris coach ball club, you know they're going to be disciplined, they're going to be sound, and they're going to be fast.
Absolutely, yeah. Those 3 elements of the game, you cannot get away from that. And this coach has brought that throughout every program he's been a part of. Again, these guys, them being young, does not take away from the talent that they're bringing to the field that they're coming up with from Jacksonville. And again, I think that they're gonna compete. That's one thing they're not gonna get away from is not competing. And I think it's going to be a very hard-fought game today between these 2 programs.
They're going to be led this afternoon by their sophomore quarterback in Antoine Williams. He returns after playing a couple games in the spring. He went 48 of 88 passing for 510 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. He's going to have a nice rushing attack back there with George Young, another South Florida native from Miami Southridge High School. In 3 games, he had 85 yards rushing on 20 carries, averaged 4.3 yards per carry. Those 2 men are really going to be leaned heavily upon to lead this Florida Memorial offense to hopefully having some success.
Yeah, and it's going to take our offense, our defense, to really, again, win that line of scrimmage. These guys are athletes. They're going to be going sideline to sideline from the kickoff to the final snap of the game. But again, going back to this quarterback and his running back, they're out here to try to prove a point, and they're definitely gonna be putting their feet on the ground with this offensive attack.
Defensively for the Lions, they're going to lean heavily upon defensive lineman Anthony Harris, linebacker Joshua Mims, defensive back Marcel Blocker. Again, more guys that have size, that have speed, that have that South Florida connection, that do all of those things and do it very, very well. So, again, we're just looking forward to a tremendous ball game here in Jacksonville.
Oh, for sure, for sure. The fact that these guys are freshmen, we can look at that and think that that's, again, a weakness, but at the same time, this defense, they're going to come out aggressive, sideline to sideline, trying to make the necessary play because they want to get their film up. You know what I mean? They're coming from flow mode. They want to come and they want to put on a show, especially for the crowd that they brought today, and in front of the Jacksonville crowd. So I definitely look forward to this defense getting after it for sure.
We'll take another time out here on the Global Freight and Storage pregame show. When we come back, Alvin Washington back at Network Control has our first pregame scoreboard of the season. We're about 14 minutes away from kickoff. This afternoon's contest here in Jacksonville. Edward Waters and Florida Memorial to open up the 2021 season. And we'll be back with more of the Global Freight and Storage pregame show after this here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. E.T., I just sent you the pregame scoreboard. You can stretch this break if you need to load that in. But I just emailed that to you, and it's going to be a pregame read. I don't need to introduce it or anything. So when you get it loaded, just go ahead and play it, and we'll be good to go. You can play it after you get done with these commercials here. All right, cool. Thank you. Back with more of the Global Freight and Storage pregame show as we get set to wrap up the national anthem here. We'll pause and catch the end of that. Edward Waters student Kiaris Graves with our national anthem here as we get set for kickoff here in Jacksonville between Edward Waters and Florida Memorial University. Joshua Jackson, Camus Leitner here with you. Camus, time now for some keys to the game, keys for victory for the Tigers of Edward Waters University to see if they can start the season off at 1-0.
Hey man, Josh. I mean, right now, let's get to it. I mean, as far as offensive wise, they have to establish the run. With again in the trenches is what's going to win the game, especially with two fairly new offensive programs is coming in, and they want to establish themselves. They have to establish that run. That trenches on the offensive line and defensive line is very important. Two, you got to play smart, play discipline. Just try to cut down on the penalties. It's very important. Let's try to play disciplined football across the board. Then also we also gotta be aggressive and be confident with the play calling. That goes to the coaches. The coaches need to come out. Let's play ball. Let's get to it. Let's get active. Let's be engaged. Let's see what these players are really. How can they really max out their potential and their playing abilities? And lastly, let's take advantage of all the mismatches. We're gonna be able to see throughout the first quarter, second quarter, see what mismatches we have out there, and that's on our OC and our DC to make sure that they make those adjustments and continue to expose those mismatches throughout the game.
We'll go ahead and wrap up the Global Freight and Storage pregame report. Thanks to our friends at Global Freight and Storage for being a great partner of Edward Waters University Athletics. We'll go ahead and we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will get you set for kickoff here at the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. It is Edward Waters and Florida Memorial to kick off the 2021 campaign. And Tiger football gets started right after this network timeout right here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Stretch. Okay, yeah, go ahead and stretch this for about a minute and a half and then go ahead and play the open. All right, cool. Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you. Cool. Edward Waters getting set to kick off. They will be kicking from right to left as we see it and as you hear it here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Joshua Jackson, former Edward Waters quarterback Camus Leitner here with you as Angel Sevier, the senior kicker from Dallas, Texas, has it teed up at the 35-yard line. And Camus, that time is just about here. We're set for kickoff here in Jacksonville.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. New legacy to be started. You got to take it one play at a time. Play the game, and let's get it done. Let's get it done. We got to get the job done.
Tigers in the home purple uniforms, purple tops, orange numbers, purple pants, and white helmets with the new EWU logo on either side, Florida Memorial.
Right on time.
Yeah, absolutely. Florida, they counter. In the white uniforms with white tops, orange numbers, blue trimmed in blue helmets, and white pants. As we are about 25 minutes away from the start of this afternoon's contest, what we'll do is we'll quickly pause for 10 seconds for station identification here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Angel Sevier tees it up at the 35-yard line, getting set to kick it away from right to left. Checks to make sure both sides are on side. Approaches the ball. Here's the kick. 2021 is underway. It's a high, deep, beautiful kick taken from around the 5-yard line. Across the 10, across the 15. Slipped and fell on the new turf as he crossed the 15 out to the 17-yard line. Is on the return for the Lions of Florida Memorial University was number 41, Christian Edgerson. He's a junior college transfer from Pima Community College. The Lions of FMU getting set to start first and 10. They'll spot the football at their own 17-yard line as they'll go from left to right again. The starting quarterback, Antoine Williams, will get the start for the Lions. He's a sophomore quarterback, 6'3", 189 pounds from Delray Beach, Florida, at the controls of this FMU offense.
As we already seen on that opening kickoff, these guys are going to keep their feet up under them as we encourage some light rain, but it's going to be a telltale of the entire game today.
They'll line up in the gun. They'll go full wide. They'll take the snap. Inside handoff to the back. Tigers are there. They're going to bring him down. Jaron Wilson and Christian McLean, or Cameron McLean, making first contact there. All the running back, George Young. They'll give Young a gain of about 2 yards there on first down. So actually a second down. We'll call it about 8. As we have an injured Tiger, you can't afford to have that there as we are just underway. It is a muggy afternoon as Bruce Adams is the injured Tiger at around the 24-yard line. Bruce Adams, another big college transfer from Texas Wesleyan University. He's a transfer from San Antonio, Texas, a sophomore, as he goes 6 foot, 300 pounds. While we have a moment, let's set the Florida Memorial offense again. At quarterback, it's Antoine Williams. The running back is George Young. Wide receivers are Calvin Clark, Corey Stanley, and Markel Lee. The tight end is Nora Sales. The offensive line from left to right: Jeremiah Jenkins, Devontae Lee, Carlos Booth, Justin Mack, and Tredarius Moore. That is the offensive lineup for the Lions of Florida Memorial University. The big lineman in Bruce Adams being assisted off of the field by new athletic trainer here at Edward Waters University, Dr. Sid Napier. We definitely hope that he's going to be okay. He's favoring that right ankle. And you can't afford to have that happen on the very first play from scrimmage to start the season.
Yeah, that's tough to see. But again, next man up, man. Hopefully he's good to go. We can kind of shake that off and get that guy back on the field because he's going to make a big impact throughout not only this season but this game to start the season.
Second down and 8 now for the Lions. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Williams will take the snap. Inside handoff to Young. Young up the gut. Young gets across the 20 up to the 22-yard line. Tigers close the door once again.
As you can see, that's exactly where they just attacked to, where our young men just went off the field at. So we're going to see how the coaches make the necessary adjustments. Looks like the Florida Memorial coaching staff is already doing that.
Third down and 5 for the Lions at the 23-yard line. Williams will work from the gun. He'll have a 4-receiver set. 3 receivers to his far side left, a single receiver to the near side of right, 1 back sidecar to his right. Tigers creeping up, showing blitz as Cameron McLean came up into one of the boxes, but will back away with 14 seconds on the play clock. 13 and 12. They'll take the snap. Williams back to pass. Williams looking. Williams throwing near side pass is complete. That's a first down for Florida Memorial as George Young makes the reception, gets out of bounds across the 30-yard line or at the 30-yard line. He'll be knocked out of bounds there by Darian Hall for Edward Waters, but that will be enough for Florida Memorial first down.
Absolutely. Definitely nice spin on the ball by Antoine Williams, man. Looks like he threw it without the laces as well. That's something different right there.
We'll set the Edward Waters defense in a few moments. First and 10 for Florida Memorial at the 30-yard line of the Lions, going from left to right. Williams will take the shotgun snap. Fake, well, actually hand off to Young. Tigers are there. They'll hem him in, bring him down after a gain of about 3 yards there on first down. Coming in there making the stop for EWU is Amon Jefferson, the sophomore defensive lineman from just down the road in Bradford, Florida. Former Bradford County Tornado making the stop there for Edward Waters.
Looks like no huddle is definitely going to be huge play for, this young team.
Shotgun formation for Williams. We'll have twin receivers operating to his far side left, single receiver to the near side right, one back sidecar to the right. Tigers will rush 4 here on second down and 7. I'll take the snap. Handoff to Young. Young turns the corner on the left side. He's got room to the 40. 45 slipped and fell as he crossed the 45 out to the 46-yard line. And George Young will move the chains for another first down for the Lions of Florida Memorial.
And what this no huddle does is it actually helps out these young guys. They have an opportunity not to think so much. They can just play. They can just react. That's the best thing you want to do for any young position player out there, especially at the college range. You don't want to do too much thinking.
First and 10 for the Lions at the Florida Memorial 47. Takes a snap, screen pass, near side pass is complete to the 50-yard line, 45 to the 40, and finally brought down as making the reception for Florida Memorial is Christian Ederson. He moves the chains for another Florida Memorial first down. The Lions showing all kinds of life here on this opening drive.
Absolutely. You guys are playing fast. The defense is going to have to do something to get a stop. It has to happen. I need somebody to step up and get an important stop right here.
First and 10 for Florida Memorial in Edward Waters territory at the 36-yard line. They'll line up in the gun. He'll take the snap. Inside handoff to Young. Young runs right into the teeth of that Tiger defense. That hole closes quickly after a gain of maybe 2 yards there on first down. Make it second down and 8 for Edward Waters, or for Florida Memorial, excuse me. It's getting there making the stop for EWU is Dre Powell, the sophomore defensive lineman from Mountainville, Alabama. It'll be second down and about 7 for the Lions of Florida Memorial. They'll spot the football at the Edward Waters 33-yard line. 11:07 left to go first quarter. No score, but the Lions on the march in Tiger territory. He'll take the snap, make the handoff, looking, rolling. Now pumps, now goes to the left side. It's got room to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, still on his feet, 10, 5, and cut down at around the 5-yard line is Antoine Williams with some speed around that left side. It's first and goal already for Florida Memorial.
These guys are actually, this is where that enthusiasm comes into play right here. These guys are playing with a lot of energy on this first drive, and this is right. It's going to prove a point as this game continues to ramp up here.
First and goal for the Lions at the Edward Waters 5-yard line. They'll line up in the pistol. 3 receiver set, 2 left, single near side to the right. Take the snap. Inside handoff. Up the gut and down to the goal line. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Florida Memorial. Touchdown for the Lions of Florida Memorial as Aiken Liverpool, a guy from Overtown, Florida, down in Miami Booker T. Washington High School, gets in the end zone, and the Lions take the early 6-0 lead.
Very aggressive first drive of the season. They're executing their game plan to the T. Keeping that no huddle going. Not a lot of thinking. Executing the plan. Florida Memorial came out. They just hit Edward Waters in the jaw, so to speak. But that's what the offense and the defense, they need to make the necessary adjustments.
Extra point getting set to come on. Snap, placement kick up on the way. Marco Luna's extra point is no good. They'll try for it, but it's intercepted. They try for the 2-point conversion. Tigers will intercept and have an opportunity to run it back for 2, and it gets tackled at around the 15-yard line. So making the interception for EWU is Widmeyer Garcon, a guy from South Florida, with the interception. But nevertheless, the Lions of Florida Memorial take the early 6-0 lead as we are just underway here in Jacksonville. We'll go ahead and we'll take a quick timeout. 6-0 Florida Memorial with the lead, as we'll be back with more Edward Waters University football after this here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you. Aiken Liverpool with the rushing touchdown for the Lions of Florida Memorial as Florida Memorial takes the 6-0 lead just underway here in Jacksonville. Joshua Jackson, Camus Leitner here with you from the new Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium here on the campus of Edward Waters University.
Yeah, man, Josh, it looks like they went down, they executed their game plan to a T. No huddle, less thinking for these young guys on this football field, and they're making the necessary plays. And they went down there and they asserted their plan at this point.
10:21 remaining first quarter as we have a flag on the play just before kickoff. Looks like they thought it was going to be a delay of game, but they did not reset the play clock. So all hearts and minds are settled. We're set to go. Here's the kick from Florida Memorial. It's going to be high and short this time. It'll be taken. It's a bounce over the head of a Tiger, getting to the 15-yard line, trying to turn the corner, looks for a hole, now comes over here to the right side, gets some room, it's got room to the near sideline, to the 30, 35, 40, 45 back inside midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, flag down at the 35, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Edward Waters, but this one likely going to be coming back as Ferrante Coward nearly had the kick return for the touchdown.
The name of the game is penalties right now. We got to eliminate mistakes. We got a couple flags out there on that field today.
One at midfield on the far side and one over here on the near side to the 35-yard line. Ferrante Coward showed the speed there for Edward Waters, the junior college transfer. He's from Tallahassee. He played his junior college football at Hines Community College in Mississippi.
He definitely made something out of nothing on that early miscommunication between him and his upback. But he definitely made something out of nothing. I like that right there. That's ingenuity at its finest right there. And I like that excitement that he just injected into the program.
Two flags likely coming against Edward Waters. It's an offside against Florida Memorial. So there are multiple calls on this one. A holding call against Edward Waters. This one penalties may offset. And they will re-kick. So Ferrante Coward will have an opportunity trying to take it to the house one more time for Edward Waters.
Absolutely. Again, one of the keys that definitely named at the beginning of the start of the program was the mistakes and the penalties. This right here, it hurts. But you get back to the stomping ground and you got to make the plays again.
6-0 Florida Memorial. 10:02 remaining in the first quarter here from Jacksonville. Quick drive down the field for the Lions to take the early 6-0 lead. Ferrante Coward and Damaris August back to field this kick for Edward Waters as Marco Luna gets set to put toe to leather here for Florida Memorial.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow now. Had a great opportunity to, again, add to the highlight. That was a special play right there.
I mean, these are learning opportunities. You know, this is an Edward Waters team that's still looking to kind of gel and find itself. It's the first game of the year, so that's definitely something that they'll look into the film as they look into later on in the year. But you can't have those things. Those self-inflicted penalties, they get you just about every time.
Every time. It never fails. You cannot hurt yourself on the football field. You don't want to give the opportunity for the opposing team to take advantage of those type of mistakes.
Here is the kick. It's deeper this time. This one will be taken by Coward once again, getting to the 15, gets up to the 20, 25 to the 30, 35, 40. He's got room, 45 midfield, another flag. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Edward Waters, but this one likely coming back once again as another flag at the 27-yard line will likely bring this one back. Ferrante Coward brought it back to the house 2 times. But nevertheless, they both will be wiped off as a result of a penalty.
He naturally has a knack for the end zone, is from what I can see. But it looks like, to be honest with you, they're getting some good conditioning in right now. They haven't gotten it in before. They're getting some good conditioning in. And again, it's the penalties. You have to stay away from the penalties. Self-inflicted wounds, you will not win games. As we can see right here, we just took off a good 12 points off the scoreboard.
So a holding penalty for Edward Waters will back the ball up to the 20-yard line. And that is where the purple and orange will take over 1st and 10. 9:46 left to go first quarter from Jacksonville. Florida Memorial with the 6-0 lead. We'll see what head coach Toriano Morgan decides to do, see who he'll stick in at quarterback. It's been a battle between the two quarterbacks, and David Johnson and Saquon Smith. He will get the start for Edward Waters here this afternoon as they jog out onto the field. It will be Saquon Smith getting the start for EWU at quarterback, the 6-foot, 170-pound freshman from Plantation, Florida, and Plantation High School. He'll work from the gun. He'll have two backs to his right. Twin receivers over here to the near side left will put a receiver in motion. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, looking, throwing, down the seam. It's intercepted at the 30-yard line to the 25 and cut down right there. And stepping in front of that pass for Florida Memorial was Christopher Nelson, a guy from Miami Carroll City, and another self-inflicted penalty, a self-inflicted situation going against Edward Waters, as on the opening drive for the Tigers, they throw the interception.
Absolutely. Two penalties on the kickoff return, that is, and now an interception. Just looking at how the play developed, I've seen maybe one read in that. You have to go through your reads. You have to pay attention to the particular coverage. It looked like cover two man up underneath where the defensive back came in and made a very easy read on that. Seth is definitely going to have to go through his reads and make necessary adjustments.
Lions 1st and 10 at the Edward Waters 27-yard line. They'll line up in the pistol, take the snap, fake the handoff, dropping, throwing, got a man, it dropped. Had a man open in the flat on the left side. That was DeAndre Williams, the transfer from Florida International, with the drop there for Florida Memorial.
Yeah, it looks like he had tight end number 10 over here in the corner as well.
Yep, Nura Sales.
Yeah. You gotta be able to patch that up in the secondary for sure.
2nd and 10 for Florida Memorial at the Edward Waters 27-yard line. They'll line up in the pistol, take the snap, hand off to the back, coming to the near side. That's Young. He's going to avoid a tackle. Another flag thrown as he got up to the 21-yard line. George Young on the carry. Whitmire Garcon on the stop for Edward Waters. We'll set the EWC defense in a few moments after we check this flag. I said EWC, EWU. Again, it's going to take a minute to get used to. As long as I've been here, it's going to take a minute to get used to.
That's the unlearning and relearn effect right there. But it's all in progress.
Holding the call against Florida Memorial. So 10-yard penalty from the spot of that hold. That will back the Lions up to around the Edward Waters 32-yard line. 9:27 left to go first quarter. 6-0 in favor of the visitors from the 3:05.
You got to be able to take advantage of this particular penalty and keep them with this field position.
Shotgun formation, they go 4 wide. Now they'll stop, take a look at the offensive brain trust over here on the near side right. Check the protection, change the protection with 7 on the play clock. 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2 seconds, 1 second. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff, throwing over the middle, pass complete, wide open at the 25. Getting to the 20-yard line, tried to spin to avoid a tackler, can't do it, but he'll get forward. That's Markel Lee with the reception. He cut down at the 20-yard line to make it 3rd down and about a manageable 3 or 4 there for the Lions.
This offensive coordinator is actually making it very easy on his quarterback. Literally making one read, just making an adjustment based off the defense, and this cover 2 behind him is exposing the holes in the defense.
Williams takes the snap, inside handoff to Young. Tigers are there. They bring him down short of the line to gain. As Cameron McLean comes in, makes a stop there for Edward Waters. And it's 4th down decision time here for Florida Memorial. They will send Marco Luna out for a field goal attempt.
Right there, we're able to get this, for them not to get points on the board, man. That's definitely a win with that particular turnover that happened a couple minutes ago.
So Luna comes on for this field goal attempt. This one will be from 37 yards out from the far side left hash as we see it, and as you hear it and or watch it. Try to give the Lions of Florida Memorial a 2-score lead.
Of course, we don't want any more victories.
Snap, spot, kick is up. It's on the way. It is no good. It bounced off the right uprights. Field goal no good. That's definitely a big win there for this Edward Waters defense.
Absolutely. To be able to get out of that that transitional right there with no points being scored. That's a win right there for EWU right there.
7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter from Jacksonville. 6-0 in favor of the Lions of Florida Memorial University. Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Let's see if Saquon Smith can settle down and get some things going in the right direction here for this Edward Waters offense.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see what type of confidence boosters we have in play right now for this quarterback who, 0 for 1 with 1 interception right now.
They'll take the shotgun snap, fake the inside handoff, throwing near side, pass is complete, trying to get outside to the 25-yard line, steps back inside, absorbs a big hit at around the 27-yard line. It's making the reception for Edward Waters. Just Tyquez Hampton, a junior from Jacksonville, with the reception for Edward Waters.
Absolutely. Great confidence play right there. If they can keep this going, it looks like he has a nice flick of the wrist right there from this young quarterback.
Makes it 2nd down and maybe a yard or so for Edward Waters at the 33. He'll take the snap, turn, hand to the back. That's Deshaun Hugie. Hugie up the gut. Hugie at the 40. Hugie slipped and fell on the turf, getting out to the 42-yard line. There is a flag, however, and this flag looks like it's going to go against Florida Memorial, maybe for illegal hands to the face, as one of the big offensive linemen for Edward Waters, Malik Mosley, with the helmet off.
Hey, I love to see it. 72 Malik Mosley is getting after it, waiting till that whistle blow. It's a whistle-to-whistle game.
We'll see what the call is. Looks like this is going to go against Florida Memorial. That'll tack on some more yards after the big run from Hugie.
Absolutely. And this is a very important drive right now. Not only for the quarterback to get back into his groove, but to keep that pressure on the offensive side. After that turnover, get into this particular wave of plays to be able to make the necessary adjustments, man. I think this is very huge right here for Edward Waters.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters after the penalty in Lion territory at the 44-yard line. Saquon Smith in the pistol now. Now he'll shift Hugie to the back. In the backfield, to become sidecar, running back to the left. Takes the snap. Handoff. Hugie, right side. Hugie lost the football. Ball rolling around. Edward Waters was able to jump back on it. Hugie absorbed a big hit, but luckily Stevenson Fernand able to jump on that for Edward Waters to keep possession with the purple and orange.
I'm glad the ball bounced our way on that one. That would have been huge.
Tigers advance the ball out to the 42-yard line. Clock runs with 6:19 left to go here in the first quarter. Florida Memorial with the 6-0 lead. Saquon Smith will work from the pistol.
This is definitely a play action type opportunity right here for 7 at this point.
We'll have Malik Stevens right behind him in the pistol. Takes the snap, turns, hands to Stevens. Stevens looking for a hole. Stevens picking his way, but that hole is closed quickly by that very quick and fast Florida Memorial defense, holding to maybe a gain of a half yard on the play and make it 3rd down. And we'll still call it about 7 for Edward Waters at the 42.
That running back has to get downhill right now. Don't have an opportunity to pick and play. Got to get downhill because, again, that gives, let's just say right now, it's 3rd and 7. That gives a better sight for a play-action pass right now.
Smith in the pistol. 4-receiver set. 3 right, single near side left. Malik Stevens the back sidecar now to the right. Will take the snap. Make the handoff. It's play action. Looking, still looking. Now rolls over to the right side. Now we'll stop, and we'll continue to run, and we'll go out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So this EWC offense sputtering there, even though they were able to get into Florida Memorial territory, not able to capitalize on that, and the punting unit will come on here for Edward Waters.
Yeah, but what I would say is that the quarterback, he made the right decision. Don't force it. Make sure that, because you're dealing with field position at this point. That's a great high IQ. That's a great football IQ right there to not, again, force anything on that particular play.
Angel Sevier coming on to punt for Edward Waters, who will put his heels on the EWU 46-yard line.
Great field position play right now.
See if the Tigers can flip field here with 5:06 left to go here in the first quarter. Take the snap, whistles blown. Stop playing, a timeout taken by Florida Memorial. So the Lions will go ahead and take a timeout. We'll go ahead and we will do the same. Just over 5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter from Jacksonville. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. We'll take a timeout here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you, sir. I'll take it, man. Whatever you got, brother. We'll take it. You the man, E.T. Come on, somebody.
Come on.
Sounds good. Thank you. The E.T. always looks out for you there. He always looks out for you there. Atomic Dog coming back for the Q Dog and Camus Lightner. 5:05 to go first quarter. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing as the Tigers get set to put total leather here.
You almost had me out of character just now.
Don't start hopping in there. Here's the snap. Here's the punt from Sevier. Got it away. Fair catch called for. It'll bounce over the head. Actually, will check up and took a right-hand turn into the end zone for a touchback. And the Lions will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, leading 6-0 with 4:51 left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, that right there, they came out of that making some good progress, and I like that offensive series right there.
1st and 10 for the Lions at the 20-yard line of Florida Memorial, excuse me. Leading 6-0. We do apologize for some technical difficulties that we're having with our online stream on our YouTube channel, trying to work out some bandwidth issues that we're experiencing right now. Hope to get those corrected here in a few moments. We definitely see all the comments that are being made right now. Just bear with us now. This is new stuff. Just please bear with us. All right.
Have some patience with
Please. Shotgun formation for Williams. Takes a snap. Screen. Far side. Pass is complete. Stepping back inside. Absorbs a hit but falls down. Jaron Wilson makes the tackle for Edward Waters. Making the reception for Florida Memorial was number 5, Aiken Liverpool, the man who scored the touchdown to give the Lions that 6-0 lead. 2nd down and about 5 for the Lions at their own 26-yard line. 4:30 left to go and counting, first quarter. 6-0 in favor of Florida Memorial. They'll line up in the gun. 4-receiver set. Takes the snap. Inside handoff to the back. Tigers close that hole quickly. Knifing in there, making the first contact for Edward Waters for the Tigers was Emmanuel Thorpe. Thorpe, the freshman linebacker from Vero Beach, a junior college transfer from Notre Dame College. Hold him to maybe a yard gain, if that.
This right here is where, that initial adrenaline is out of your system. And this is what an excellent knows, what the ball player is going to play right now. They're getting downhill, making necessary tackles. Again, staying out of that penalty situation.
Shotgun formation, pass over them at the 35-yard line. Pass falls incomplete. And punting time here for Florida Memorial.
Great series by the defense on that one. Great series.
Punting unit checks on here for the Lions of FMU as Jonathan Bowles checks on, the Davie, Florida native. Punted away and back deep for Edward Waters. Is going to be another transfer for the Tigers of EWU and Damaris August.
Take advantage of this field position. This would be a great opportunity to switch this field position on behalf of Edward Waters.
Penalty called. Penalty called against Florida Memorial. A delay of game penalty against the Lions. Make it 4th down. They'll accept the penalty to give him some more room.
We'll take it. These young guys, we're still working out some things, but this third phase of the game is very important.
High snap, just got the punt away. Be a high hanging punt. It'll bounce at the 40, take a big Florida Memorial roll inside the 35. It'll be down at the 30-yard line, and that is where Tigers of Edward Waters University will take over first and 10. 3:23 left to go first quarter. Florida Memorial leading 6-0. So the Tigers offense can kind of get something going in the right direction.
Yeah, man, it's gonna take a play-by-play type stance. Coach Morgan is gonna have to, again, the confidence boost is there. It looks like the quarterback is making some solid plays. Now it comes with decisions. What type of press are they really gonna put on this defense? Again, these guys are young on the other side of the ball, so I think for sure they just take one play at a time. Let's go sideline to sideline, make them run a little bit. Well, let's get our big guys to maul that fairly smaller defensive line on that side of the ball.
Pistol formation for the Tigers of Edward Waters. Go from right to left. Puts a receiver in motion, take the snap, turn, hand to the back, turn in the corner, Deshaun Hugie. Hugie with a bit of a hole. Hugie getting outside and getting across the 35. He'll get out to around the 36, 37-yard line. Nice game there on first down for the junior from Palm Coast.
He's running with a different type of intent right there. Getting downhill, putting the pressure on that offense, on a defensive line. But I like the way he's running that ball downhill. That's very important. Again, that's going to set up plays later on down in the game as far as play action.
Second down and 2 now for Edward Waters. Takes the snap, turn, hand to the back. That's Hugie up the gut, first down and more. 45 gets into midfield, gets into Florida Memorial territory, goes down to the 48-yard line. A nice run once again there for Deshaun Hugie. A first down for Edward Waters. Move those chains. There is an injured Tiger, however, in the backfield. One of the big offensive linemen out at the 38-yard line. See, can't get the number from here. But again, another Tiger going down here in the very first contest of the year.
Injuries are definitely part of the game. Hey, this is the first quarter, so we got to, again, try to work this thing out, man. It was like 53 is
it's
pretty
big
solid
Tyquan
right
Cooper, the senior offensive lineman. This is a big game for him. He's from Miami Northwestern High School, so this is one that he definitely wants to get in his conference. I got a chance to talk with a couple of Northwestern Bulls that are on this Edward Waters ball club, and they definitely want to have those bragging rights when they go back home to Miami.
Absolutely. He has a point to prove. I'm pretty sure we won't see him out of the game too much longer. He has a point to prove. But what we don't want to do is get back in the game and it hurts the team. We want to be smart. Definitely want to be smart.
First and 10 for Edward Waters in Lion territory at the 48-yard line. Saquon Smith in the pistol takes the snap. Turn hand to Malik Stevens, right side, trying to turn the corner. Might have gotten a gain of a yard on the play. But this Lions defense has come to play this afternoon. Is making the tackle there for Florida Memorial is Denorio Humes, the freshman from Fort Lauderdale, with the tackle there for Florida Memorial.
Yeah, they're definitely playing fast. They're playing some fast football. It's like their adrenaline is going. They're coming downhill as well.
Give him a gain of maybe a yard on the play up to the 47-yard line. Pistol formation for Saquon Smith. Now they'll switch to the shotgun. Take the snap. Inside handoff to Stevens. Stevens trying to push his way to the 45, but nothing will come of that as the big defensive tackle there for Florida Memorial, Quaylen Hill, getting in there making the stop, as well as Marcel Blocker combining on the stop there for the Lions.
Yeah, when it comes down to one going in between those tackles, it might need to be some type of adjustment from that offensive coordinator's position.
Third down and about 7 for Edward Waters at the 45-yard line of Florida Memorial.
Looks like we got trips left on.
Three receivers near side left, single far side to the right. Shotgun formation with Deshaun Hugie, the running back sidecar to the right. Will take the snap. Smith back to pass. Smith will throw down the seam. It is intercepted at the 10-yard line. Getting up to the 15 to the 20, 25 to the 30, 35 to the 40, 45 midfield with a convoy, 45-40, 35-30, 25, and finally cut down at around the 28-yard line. Making the interception was Christopher Fowles, and the Lions are set up once again with great field position in Edward Waters territory.
That's all about making the necessary read. Of course, we got third and long, but again, if it's not there, you don't want to force it. You got to be able to scan the field. Looking at, again, you had trips left on the strong side, but why not dump it down, give your running back opportunity to to make a play against. Again, that mismatch is very important as well. But I think it's a little bit too much thought being put into that particular progress.
There is a flag on the play, so we'll see what the flag is. Unsportsmanlike conduct the call against Florida Memorial. So Florida Memorial with the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty after the interception. It'll be 15 yards, but they will keep possession and will have it first down and 10. Now back at the Edward Waters 40-yard line.
Turnovers is the name of the game right now. Turnovers and penalties. You cannot win shooting yourself in the foot. It just doesn't happen like that.
49 seconds remaining first quarter. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. Antoine Williams back in the game at quarterback for Florida Memorial. They'll line up in the shotgun for the pistol formation. 4 receiver set, 3 far side left, single near side to the right. And it's going to be a false start penalty more than likely against Florida Memorial as the right tackle here on this near side with moving early.
Got to play disciplined football.
Tredarius Moore might be guilty of a false start there for FMU. Here's the call from this SIAC officiating crew. That's exactly what it is. False start against Florida Memorial. So they'll back them up 5 yards, back the football back up to the 45-yard line.
This Florida Memorial quarterback has been playing some very controlled, poised football. And it's definitely good to see it from a black quarterback perspective. It looks like he has his offense pretty secure.
Shotgun formation for Williams on this 1st and 15. Takes the snap, inside handoff to the back, coming over here to the near side. Tigers have that one hemmed in. Hole closes quickly. Coming over to the near side. Making the tackle there for EWU was Ahmad Jordan, the junior defensive back from Davie, Florida, and Independence Community College.
It looked like 12 definitely wanted to pull, like he made a read. He wanted to pull that ball out of the running back's hand on that one. But like the running back wanted a little bit more than he did.
2nd down and 14 now for the Lions at the 43-yard line. 28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. The Lions leading 6-0.
I wasn't the fastest guy, but I'll let your Tonio and Rondell do that job.
Shotgun formation, take the snap, back to pass, looking, throwing, far side, got a man open, incomplete. Looking for Edgerton, beat his man over on the far side. Pass falls incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 14 now for Florida Memorial.
Quarterback to quarterback, you do not get those back, man. You have to be able to hit those wide open targets. That's wide open. But we appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that.
3rd and 14 now for the Lions at the Edward Waters 43-yard line. Lions trying to capitalize on another interception from Edward Waters. Shotgun formation for Williams. One backside, card to his left. They'll go in a 4 receiver set with 3 to the left, single near side right. He'll take the snap. Back to pass. Looking, trying to set the screen over the middle. Pass is complete, but Tigers are there to bring him down.
Great play.
Great job of getting in there and snuffing that. As making first contact there for Edward Waters to snuff that one out was Dadrion James, another freshman from Lakeland, Florida, the former Lakeland Dreadnought, getting there and making the stop there for Edward Waters. That will be the final play of the first quarter here from Jacksonville. Through 1 here at the beautiful new Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. Let's take time out, be back with more Edward Waters football after this as you're listening to Edward Waters football here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you, sir. Stats. Okay. Oh, you're fine. About to start the second quarter here from Jacksonville as Florida Memorial has a 6-0 lead as a check presentation is going on the field right now as former Edward Waters graduate Dr. Annie B. Henry making a $5,000 gift to Edward Waters University here. Another big gift there from this great alumnus of Edward Waters University.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Definitely love our beautiful, engaged Edward Waters alums, man. We need more of it. Definitely need more of it.
Punting situation here for Florida Memorial. Here is a high snap, got it under control. Here is the punt, nearly blocked once again. It's going to be a high, short punt there. It will once again take a Florida Memorial roll inside the 35. It'll go out of bounds at around the 33, 32-yard line, and that is where the Tigers of Edward Waters will go 1st and 10. So if you're freshman quarterback Saquon Smith, first collegiate start, you throw 2 interceptions, what do you do to kind of settle yourself down and get in the flow of this contest?
Like I mentioned after the first interception, we need the offensive coordinator now to make the adjustments and get him into the rhythm. Not only just for him, but for the rest of the teammates as well. We're going to need the OC to just, I think number 3, what's his name?
There's Deshaun Hughey in the backfield. They're actually going to change quarterbacks right now as David Johnson is in the game now at quarterback for Edward Waters University, the graduate transfer from Oak Lake, Texas, and Tennessee State.
Interesting substitution on this.
So they're trying to get the game clock changed right now. I thought they were going to give the old Black College admonishment to the band. Florida Memorial's band is here playing a bit while Florida Edward Waters was at the line of scrimmage, but you know, hey, we'll see what happens there.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely look forward to our new quarterback in right now. Again, it's a rhythm game. One play at a time, one decision at a time. Hopefully the coaches make it easy on him.
Johnson will take the pistol formation snap. Inside hand off to Hughey. Hughey goes up the gut, loses the football, and Florida Memorial jumps on it once again. But the ball pops out again, but Florida Memorial jumps back on it at the 45-yard line as Hughey went up the gut, and another turnover from this Edward Waters offense. 4 drives, 3 turnovers for EWU.
It's no way you can get anything going, any type of momentum, any type of positive energy from the offensive side if you're turning the ball over. Turnovers and penalties is the name of the game, and right now we are in the negative as it speaks, and the scoreboard will soon, if the Flomo offense can't take advantage of it, which would be a savior, but we cannot afford to keep turning the ball over like this, especially at this rate.
Lions have it 1st and 10 at the Edward Waters 45-yard line. They'll go in the shotgun formation. 1 back sidecar left. They'll go 4 wide. 3 left, single far side right. Takes the snap. Screen, near side. Pass is complete. Getting in there, knifing in there, making the stop. Martavius Davis coming in there and making the stop on the receiver in Markel Lee. Nice job there by Davis coming in to make the stop.
Absolutely. Great play by 2-5, man. Great play.
Martavius Davis, another South Florida guy from North Fort Lauderdale from Deerfield Beach High School.
Looks like these South Florida guys got something to prove.
2nd down and about 8 for the Lions at the Edward Waters 43-yard line. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Williams looking, throwing far side. Pass is complete. Tigers are there. They make the stop on Edgerson at the 40-yard line. Tigers defense has really come to play here this afternoon. Despite this offense struggling, Tigers defense keeping them in this contest. Right in the slot to the stop, but there will be enough for a 1st down. Getting out there to make the reception for Florida Memorial was Calvin Clark, the freshman. He gets out to the Edward Waters 32-yard line. It's a 1st down for Florida Memorial.
And again, the coaches from the Florida Memorial side are making it easy for their quarterback right now, giving them fair. We're talking about five-yard plays, diming them down the field.
12:40, 12:30, actually 12:39 left to go here. 2nd quarter, 6-0 Florida Memorial. Takes a snap near side. And handoff, and it's broken up. Right, it's a tackle made in the backfield. It's going to be a face mask called against Dre Powell on the running back. That was Williams on the carry there, or Young on the carry there for Florida Memorial. A face mask penalty is going to give Florida Memorial even better field position.
Penalties and turnovers. Penalties and turnovers, name of the game. I'm pretty sure Coach Morgan is has half of his speeds ready for at halftime.
Do you think it's nerves right now from this ball club? It's the first contest in this home stadium. It's a big crowd here. You're on campus for the first time in history. Do you think it's a situation where nerves right now are really getting the best of this ball club for Edward Waters?
I mean, starting the game off, you can attest it to that. But as this game goes, and it starts to get down to the Jimmys and the Joes. The coaches can do what they do in the press box and down on the field, but the discipline and the recurring energy and effort plays are what separates you. And as we get into later second quarter, we cannot make these type of mistakes. That right there is a lack of discipline right there, lack of technique as well.
1st and 10 now at the 18-yard line after the penalty against Edward Waters. Florida Memorial will work from the gun. Williams will take the snap and will drop back. Looking, throwing, far side, looks for a man. It is incomplete. A great job there defensively for Edward Waters as the defensive back Cedric Woodson, a Jacksonville guy from Raines High School, getting in there and breaking that one up for EWU.
Play right there. Definitely a good play right there. Definitely, that quarterback is taking advantage of his one-on-ones right there, which you should do. But it's a great play by cornerback for Edward Waters.
2nd down and 10 now at the 18-yard line of Edward Waters for Florida Memorial. It's an empty backfield for Antoine Williams. They'll go 5 wide. 3 receivers near side left, twins near side, far side to the right. Tigers will rush 4. They'll take the snap. Back to pass. Looking, stepping up, throwing near side. It is incomplete. Trying to find his receiver over here on the near side. He slipped out of his break. Was Corey Stanley, former Booker T. Washington Tornado, slipping out of his break. It's incomplete. A big 3rd down here for this Edward Waters defense. Come on.
Absolutely. This right here is a huge play right now. This could be a shift in the momentum. Florida Memorial has charged down the field, basically doing what they want to do, in addition to the penalties as well. So this defense has to make a stop right now.
Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set, 3 left, single on the far side to the right. Takes the snap. Williams looking. Williams flush will tuck and we'll run and we'll have room. 15 to the 10, still on his feet to the 5. Ducks his way short of the goal line, but it's a 1st down for Florida Memorial. 1st and goal at the 3. As Antoine Williams didn't see anything with his passing guys, took it and ran it himself. Found all kinds of room to the near side left, and it's 1st and goal for the Lions.
Do a third quarterback, man. It can always get you. Got to be able to account for him, though. That's the game of football. You got to be able to account for the quarterback.
1st and goal for Florida Memorial at the 3-yard line of Edward Waters. 11:33 left to go 1st quarter. Already 6-0. Second quarter, excuse me. Already 6-0 in favor of Florida Memorial. Shotgun formation. 3 receivers set. Will take the snap. Handoff to the back and Young, and he is crunched by that Edward Waters defense.
Great play.
Adrian James as well as Amon Jefferson combined on the stop for EWU.
Inside the 5-yard line, man. We're talking about strength and conditioning right now. That separates the boys from the men.
2nd down and goal now from the 3. Actually, back it up to the 4-yard line, so a loss of a yard there on the play for George Young. Will stay in the pistol. 3 receivers set. Twins right, single near sideline. Will take the snap. Hand off to Young once again. Slipped on the surface. Slipped and fell as he crossed the 5-yard line.
Those are the type of plays that, hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
And those are also the type of plays that you're thankful for an artificial turf surface here.
Exactly.
Here on campus. A big 3rd down once again for this Edward Waters defense. Ball backed up to the 5-yard line. 10:26 left to go, 2nd quarter. Tigers trailing 6-0. Williams addresses his offensive line and is set to go. He will work from the pistol formation. Actually, will work from the shotgun. 1 backside car to his right is Young. 4 receiver set, twins stacked to either side of the formation. Tigers rush 4. Puts a receiver in motion. Takes the snap. Rolling to the right. Looking. Tigers flush it. It's thrown away. Great job there defensively for EWU. I believe on the quarterback pressure was Ahmad Jordan, another defensive back coming in there making the stop there. Quarterback pressure for Edward Waters.
Great pressure by the defense. They clamp down. They're able to get pressure on the quarterback, make him get out of his particular rhythm, which is always good.
Marco Luna on for another field goal attempt here for Florida Memorial. Missed from 37 earlier in the contest.
This kid has a strong leg, too.
They will set up from the 17-yard line. So it'll be a 27-yard field goal attempt here for Marco Luna. So try to give the Lions a 9-0 lead.
And again, this is a win by the defense. Even if this field goal goes through, this is a win.
Snap. Spot of the ball dropped once again. Another issue with the snap there. Tigers get there, make the stop. Again, this EWC defense and special teams has come to play this afternoon, Camus.
There we go. I mean, and here's the thing, Josh. I mean, we're going down this particular path. It looks like our offense is slowly coming along. We'll give them that, right? But winning 2 out of the 3 phases normally gets you where you need to be. Again, but these turnovers, you can't afford to put yourself in these particular positions because now defense is on the field extended amount of time, and that's going to these guys are probably gassed right now, to be honest with you. But winning 2 out of 3, it normally puts you in a good position to win the football game. We're lucky for it only to be 6-0 right now. Very lucky.
1st and 10 now for Edward Waters as they take over at their own 20-yard line. David Johnson in the game at quarterback, the graduate transfer from Tennessee State University. Behind him, it will be Malik Stevens as his pistol formation back. Takes the snap, turn and hand to Stevens. Stevens trying to pick his way, still pushing the pile, gets out to the 25-yard line, so a solid gain of 5 for the Orange Lake, Florida native. Transfer from Miles College. 2nd down, and actually we'll give him 6 as he gets out to the 26-yard line. Clock runs with 9:27 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Tigers trailing 6-0.
Now it's on us to go with what works. Let's stick with what works. Let's keep it simple. Pound the ball. Let's get downhill.
Shotgun formation, they go 4 wide. Johnson barks up the signals and will take the snap. Inside handoff to Stevens. Stevens trying to get outside and does the 30-yard line. Gets outside the 30. Gets out to around the 34-yard line. Malik Booby Stevens moves the chains for an Edward Waters 1st down.
There we go. These guys, now it's time to put a little bit of pressure on the outside. They ran the ball twice. You just got a 1st down. Let's keep that momentum going. Let's keep that execution going. Looks like the offensive line is coming to themselves as well. They're getting their hands on these guys as well.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters at the 33-yard line of the Tigers. Johnson will work from the gun. He'll take the snap. Inside handoff. This is Stevens. Once again, Stevens trying to break a tackle. Found a bit of a hole as he crossed the 35. Get out to around the 39-yard line. So another big gain of 6 yards there for Malik Stevens. Tigers sticking with that running attack. Issues with the pass, they'll stick with what's been working, which is the running game, and see if they can hang on to the ball and punch us into the end zone.
Absolutely. Got to hold on to the ball. The old saying, what's not broke, you don't fix it.
2nd and 4 for Edward Waters at the 39-yard line. Johnson in the pistol. Takes the high snap, lost the football, but got it back. Now we'll roll over to the left side. We'll look and we'll tuck and run. Gets to the 40-yard line, 45-yard line. A 1st down for David Johnson. Johnson made something out of nothing. There is a bit of an issue between the center quarterback snap there. Got it under control, run around that left side, got what he got, and got the 1st down.
And that's what you call high football IQ. Right there, that's not nothing you can make up. That's all right here in the mental. And that was a great quarterback play by Johnson. And that comes with experience as well.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters.
He didn't force anything.
Out around the 47-yard line. Pistol formation. They go 4 wide. Takes the snap. Handoff. Stevens looks for a hole. Found something a little bit. Maybe got a gain of a yard, maybe 2 there on 1st down as he moves the ball out to the 48-yard line.
I think next in line, we're primed to see some type of play action. Johnson's going to have to show his arm. And he's going to have this play fake. It has to happen to be able to set up further the running game down the line.
They'll give Stevens a gain of 2 on the play. Tigers go no huddle. With 7:05 to go here until halftime. Tigers trailing 6-0, but on the march. 2nd down and about 9 at the 48-yard line. In the gun is Stevens. 4 receivers set. Takes the snap. Back to pass, looking, throwing, far side pass is complete out to the 49, maybe 48-yard line of Florida Memorial. As making that reception for EWU appears to be Tiberius Horn with the reception there for Edward Waters, the leading receiver for EWU.
And this is the point right now where they have to go faster. They have to have a real attack and have a different intent and integrity right now in how they go at this particular defense, because these guys look like they're getting tired. See a couple defensive linemen tapping their hats. You got to go harder. You got to.
Third and a long 5 for EWU at the 49 of Florida Memorial. Take the snap. Inside handoff. That should be keeper for Johnson. Johnson up the gut. Johnson slipped, and he got the first down. I thought he fell short of the line of gain. He faked the handoff, went forward, got to the 41-yard line. It'll move the chains for another Edward Waters first down.
And that's a great read by Johnson. He read that defensive end crashing down, made that one backer miss on the back end as well. That's a great read. Now it actually spreads out the defense and puts more pressure on that defensive coordinator.
First and 10 for Edward Waters at the 41 of Florida Memorial. Takes a snap. Inside handoff Spencer Carter. Carter up the gut. Carter gets inside the 40 and cut down at around the 36-yard line. So Spencer Carter, a Sarasota, Florida native, gets a gain of 4 yards there on first down.
Absolutely. Running back by committee. I love to see it. Keep these guys going. Keep them moving forward. This offensive line is doing an amazing job on this particular drive. They're getting their hands on the defensive line, and they're actually having their way with them right now.
It's some big guys up there on that offensive line, Kamua. You may have had a couple big lines during your career here at EWU. I don't think you had anything that big out there.
Yeah, it was here and there. You know what I mean? It was here and there.
Second and 6 for Edward Waters. Will take the snap. Handoff. This is Stevens. Stevens up the gut. Stevens gets to the 30-yard line, or the 35, to the 34-yard line, for a gain of a couple, as he'll make it third down and a long 3 for EWU.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back on my offensive line. We had Matt Hammond was a solid guy.
Jacksonville guy.
Oh man, he was a terror at times. We had Big Greg out there. He when he wanted to. But no, we had a pretty solid line, man. Pretty solid line. I'm not going to do my guys like that.
I got you. Third down for Edward Waters. Screen far side. Pass complete. Getting inside the 30, and we'll have the first down. Ferrante Coward with the reception for Edward Waters. It'll move the chains for an EWU first down at the 27-yard line of Florida Memorial.
Absolutely. And as you can see, as they continue to move the ball downfield, they're getting continuity. They're able to get a rhythm. They're able to make the necessary adjustments as the offensive coordinator is actually putting together a great drive. These guys are out there executing. Again, that might be some type of confidence that Johnson is out there instilling in his players right now.
Timeout taken by Florida Memorial, so the Lions will burn their first timeout of the quarter, so we'll go ahead and we'll do the same. 4:03 left to go here, second quarter. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. Let's take timeout here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you, sir. How we sounding, man? We do what we do when we can do it, my brother. Appreciate you, man.
It feel good. I ain't gonna lie. It feel good, especially when there's offense on the field. It feel good. I'm coming together. I'm coming together. Receiving the information.
First and 10 for Edward Waters University at the Florida Memorial 27-yard line. 4:03 left to go here, second quarter. Lions leading 6-0, but the Tigers on the march in Lion territory in this first modern era meeting between these two ball clubs.
It's a beautiful thing to see.
Shotgun formation for Johnson. Puts the receiver in motion, takes the snap. Inside handoff. This is Stevens turning the corner on the left side. A flag's going to get thrown as Stevens backs his way toward the 20-yard line. We'll check the flag, however.
Yeah, coming out of this timeout, looks like the coaches on the defensive side, they decided to make a few adjustments. Again, looks like they went man on that last particular play, which I don't blame them. You got to go mano a mano down here. nearing the red zone for sure. And that holding is an example of that.
Just as we've said several times in this broadcast, Camus, it's definitely been issues with turnovers and penalties that have really gotten the best of Edward Waters here this afternoon.
Absolutely, and like we said before, you cannot win football games or be effective in your game planning if the Joes are out there making the mistakes. Again, turnovers and holding, the penalties, you just cannot be effective in your game plan and execute your game plan.
So after the holding penalty against Edward Waters, it'll back the football up to the Florida Memorial 36-yard line. 3:52 left to go here, second quarter. Tigers trailing 6-0. Johnson in the gun with split backs to either side of him. They'll take the snap. Back to pass. Steps at the screen. Far side. Pass complete to Stevens. Stevens 30. Stevens 25 to the far side. Goes out of bounds inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. So a nice job there on to get what he could after the penalty.
Absolutely. That's a great play call by the OC. Again, the defensive side, they're young and they're running all over the place. They're aggressive. Use that aggression against them, especially down here on this side of the field. Use that aggression against them.
Second down and about 7 for Edward Waters. The ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line of Florida Memorial. David Johnson will work from the gun. Deshaun Hugie, his backside car to the right. Takes a snap. Keeper for Johnson. Johnson up the gut. Breaks a tackle to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and cut down inside the 10-yard line. David Johnson goes down at the 9. He'll move the chains for another Edward Waters first down.
He is playing with some incredible confidence right now. But that's what you get out of a senior quarterback who is getting in the rhythm of the game, taking a couple hits. Because I'm not gonna lie, Josh, there was several times where I told my coach, "Hey, put me in a position to get hit. I need to get hit just a little bit so I can feel the nature of the game." And 15 Johnson is doing a great job right now, commanding, playing with some confidence right now.
They'll spot the football at the 8-yard line of Florida Memorial. First and goal for EWU. Pistol formation. Hugie right behind Johnson. Puts his tight end in motion. That's Quinlan Bisbee, the Jacksonville native. Will take the high snap. Inside handoff to Hugie. Flag's thrown. Hugie rolls his way inside the 5. He'll go down at the 3. We'll check the flag, however. Flag over on the far side as we see it. A bit of a long discussion between this SIAC officiating crew.
This is where the discipline comes into play right here. The red zone play, very important. This right here, this is where you really get your wins at right here. It's going to take a lot of focus, a lot of energy and effort by the offensive line. Again, get their hands out, get that aggression, and work towards that goal line.
So as the referee goes over to talk to head coach Toriano Morgan, it looks like it's going to go against Florida Memorial. Legal substitution to call against Florida.
Once again, this right here separates the good from the great. We've done a great job of getting down the field, marching down the field, implementing our game plan with this quarterback Johnson. He's done an amazing job of orchestrating this particular drive. They got to finish. They got to punch him in the mouth right here.
After the penalty, ball is going to be moved inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. David Johnson in the pistol. Will take the snap. Handoff. Hugie picks his way, but that Florida Memorial defense closes that hole quickly. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play.
Definitely looking at some type of misdirection coming up next. David Johnson is doing an amazing job. He's commanding his offense. These guys are responding very well to him, and that's the difference right there when you're trying to put a real drive together. But these guys have to execute. They have to finish strong.
Second down and goal from the 5. Inside handoff to Hugie. Hugie picking his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Edward Waters.
Here we go.
So the trivia question is answered. There is a flag at the line of scrimmage. bit of a discussion. Holding the call against EWU. So another self-inflicted penalty. Getting the better of Edward Waters, taking another touchdown off the board.
You cannot win football games. You cannot execute your game plan with penalties or turnovers. Unfortunately, this has been a redundant statement that we've been making this, in the first half of the game. But again, you cannot progress when you're hurting yourself.
Second and goal now for Edward Waters after the penalty. Ball backed up to the 15-yard line. 11-10 and counting left to go until halftime. Tigers down 6-0. Takes the snap. Johnson rolling to the right. Handoff to Stevens. Stevens inside the 5. And she'll go down right at around the 6.
It's a great misdirection play right there. I'm glad one is getting downhill. Stevens, he's actually, that's the difference right there between trying to go side to side and going downhill. That's a great offensive play right there.
ET, let's go ahead and quickly pause 10 seconds for station identification. We'll pause here for station ID here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Johnson back to pass. Looking, throwing, it is intercepted. At the 5 to the 10 to the 15, got room, and he will go all the way. If Coward can get there to chase him down at the 30-yard line, it'll go down inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Ferrante Coward makes the tackle, but another interception for Edward Waters. That's the third interception of the day, the fourth turnover of the contest here for this Edward Waters offense.
Once again, we cannot win football games, score points. The object of the game is to score points on the offensive side. You cannot get that done if you're turning the ball over. It's pretty simple. You cannot get that done if you're turning the ball over.
Rain beginning to come on the field here. 10 seconds left to go here until halftime. Right now it's a situation to see if Edward Waters can get a stop and go into the locker room down 6 as they get the ball to start the second half. Williams will work from the gun. He'll take the snap. Back to pass. Looking, throwing far side. Got a man open in the flat, complete to the 20-yard line, and he will be cut down inbounds at the 19-yard line. As looks like Florida Memorial will stop. Take a timeout, and head coach Tim Ice Harris will trot on Marco Luna for a field goal attempt. So Camus again, turnovers really killing Edward Waters this afternoon. 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions, an opportunity in goal-to-goal territory, and another turnover.
And it hurts the psyche. It hurts the mental of the offense. We get down there and we're pushing the ball downfield. We're executing the game plan 2-3 yards away from a touchdown, and you turn the ball over. You give the ball away. That's a confidence. That's hitting you in the gut every time, and you can't build on that because now it's almost it's getting to a space of a lack of trust between everybody, the quarterback, the line, the wide receivers. It's a trust thing. The offensive coordinator, what to call down the red zone, and that's very important as you get in the red zone.
Marco Luna coming on for a field goal attempt, 0 for 2 this afternoon. This one will be a 37 or 38-yard field goal attempt. Try to close the half with giving FMU some points. Stop and play, and a timeout taken by the Edward Waters special teams unit.
It's funny how this rain it comes down right before the field goes. Again, it's an act of nature right now.
Either way, you've got to really tip your hat to the Edward Waters defense. They're keeping Edward Waters in the contest. They're doing the things they need to do. They're making stops. Yes, they gave up the touchdown on the opening drive for Florida Memorial, but really since then, they've put the clamps on this FMU offense.
Man, they've been playing some incredible football. After the turnovers, after the bad field position, they have stuck to their guns, and they've been playing some fast, for the most part, disciplined football on the defensive side. And I definitely, at the first half, I tip my hat to the defense coordinator, Coach Carter, right now, because they're playing some good football right now.
Marco Luna coming on for another field goal attempt. Again, he is 0 for 2 this afternoon. This one will be a 38-yard field goal attempt from the far side right hash to trying to give Florida Memorial a 2-score lead going into the locker room. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick is blocked! Kick is blocked. The Tigers defense closes the door once again, and that'll be the final play of the first half here from Jacksonville as Marco Luna is favoring now that right ankle. So that'll be the final play of the half. But again, you've got to give credit to this EWC defense, or EWU defense. I did it again.
Absolutely.
Defense taking control, getting things in order for the football team and keeping them in this contest. I think the message for head coach Toriano Morgan to his offense is just settle down and play the football that we know you can play.
Absolutely. Just settle down, execute the game plan. We've seen from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, they're doing the necessary. They're just not doing the extra to actually score points, and that's what we're here to score more points than the other team at the end of the day. This defense and this special teams are playing amazing football right now. For this first half, I definitely look forward to seeing what they're going to do in the second half as we get back to football coming up shortly.
That's the end of the first half here from Jacksonville. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. We'll take a timeout, begin at the halftime report after this as you are listening to Edward Waters University football right here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you, sir. You can just go ahead and stretch this a little bit before you make this a 2-minute break, and then you can come back with that halftime sounder. Cool. Are they printing stats? You good. Welcome to the Florida Army National Guard halftime report here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Joshua Jackson, Camus Leitner here with you from the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. We'll have halftime statistics here in just a few moments. But Camus, again, as we talked about ad nauseum throughout this first half, it's been issues with turnovers, it's been issues with penalties, and really some self-inflicted issues right now for Edward Waters, really getting the best of them this afternoon.
Yeah, Josh, to be honest with you, without the penalties, without the critical turnovers, definitely down the red zone, this game is totally different. The landscape of this game is totally different. I'm pretty sure we have at least 14 points on the board versus having 0. But again, that comes back to the turnovers. You cannot have turnovers and win football games. You just cannot do that to yourself, especially now we're getting a little bit of rain here and there, elements come into play. You have to be able to eliminate the mistakes, and right now with Edward's football team they're basically killing themselves.
Yeah, looking at the first half statistics, they're just about even with the exception of the turnovers. I mean, Florida Memorial has 7 first downs, EWC has 8. Edward Waters getting it done on the ground, 119 yards. They have 149 yards of total offense. Florida Memorial with 124 yards of total offense there in that first half of play. Both teams with 15 minutes exactly of time of possession there in that first half. So, again, it's a very tight first half, but it's been, again, the issues with EWU just trying to find a way to just settle down.
Right, absolutely. And that again, that's going to come with time. We know it's the first game of the season. But again, we can't placate to that. That's going to go to the pressure is going to be on the offensive coordinator and the defense coordinator to call the necessary game at this point. To put the players in positions, again, going back to the mismatches, put the players in positions to make the good plays. And again, that's going to come with the continuity and this time goes on, we have to make plays and make sure that these players are getting put in a great position to play.
The Florida Memorial University Lions Roar marching band on the field now. It's going back to the pomp and circumstance of everything. You know, we've gone into several places in our times together as a player at Edward Waters and me as a broadcaster. Well, we've seen what happens at other institutions. We've been to North Carolina Central. We've been to, we've been to Shaw. We've been to some of the other institutions. How good does it feel to actually have Edward Waters be a part of that HBCU experience and have that HBCU game day feel on campus?
On campus, that's the biggest part, right? Because we would play all our games at Range.
At Range, yeah.
And not for nothing, we made that our home. But it feels amazing, man. This is unprecedented. Man, to have again somewhere you can call your home right here on the campus. It separates yourself as a program. It helps out with recruiting down the road. It's an easy sell for former players as they go out there and naturally turn into recruiters themselves. And it gives us an opportunity to promote ourselves and build our program right here on the yard, so to speak. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Again, last time I seen this field outside of coming out and conversing with the team, man, it was dirt on this field. We were playing in the Dust Bowl.
Dirt, grass,
it was
some
all,
of everything.
It was all bad. But the progress and the evolution to this point, man, it's amazing. So I appreciate it. And, it feels good to come back home and know that we have something to be proud of.
We'll go ahead and we'll take another time out here on our halftime report. When we come back, we will interview the head Tiger, Director of Intercollegiate Athletics at Edward Waters University, Dr. Paul Bryant. We'll go ahead and we'll take another time out. It's halftime here in Jacksonville. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Just go ahead and give him your mic. Yeah. Huh? Uh-oh. Back for more of the Florida Army National Guard halftime report here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. 6-0 our score, Florida Memorial with the lead. It is indeed our pleasure to welcome into the booth the head Tiger, Director of Intercollegiate Athletics here at Edward Waters College, and I'll go ahead and say it, a proud native of Dayton, Ohio.
Absolutely.
The great Dr. Paul Bryant. Doc, thanks for coming into the booth. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. I'm doing well. How are you doing?
It is fantastic. I know that it's been a whirlwind past few months since you've come on board. Have you really, just for today, have you really, with getting everything all set, all the things that we have to do in our athletic department with the programs and the parking and the tickets and everything like that, have you had an opportunity to just sit back and just take in what it's taken 155 years to get accomplished here this afternoon?
No, I have not sat down yet. This is actually the first time me sitting down, and I appreciate you having me here.
I got to look out for you, Doc. Come on.
So that I could just sit here and be able to indulge in some of the excitement that we have here going on at Edward Waters University.
This has got to be something that's just got to be incredibly special for you. You've been a part of programs that have gone from NAIA to Division II.
Yep.
You've built programs from the ground up. You've been a player at the NCAA level as a student athlete as well as a coach.
Yes.
How special does today have to feel for this Edward Waters University community and really this Newtown area of Jacksonville as a whole?
In my athletic career, other than going to the national championship game, this is one of the most exciting things that I've been a part of, to be able to lead something that was not there, and now to see the fruits of our labor with my team, you actually putting forth a great effort today. It's just unbelievable for me, and I truly am excited to see all of the fans, all of the just the excitement around here. And you know what's interesting is people are talking about the game day experience, the vendors, we have the tailgaters, and it's just an outstanding opportunity for a lot of people.
Again, you've been a part of some great departments. Coming into now your third year at the helm of this department, you had an opportunity to assess your first year. The second year was accountability.
Correct.
I did pay attention in our meetings. This year is ascend, and this is exactly what it's been a great plan so far to see the maturation process of this department. When you came in, it wasn't necessarily a situation where you needed to come in and fire people left and right and do all of those things. I think you've done a fantastic job of just assessing what's going on, assessing our needs, bringing people in that can come in and help, and really we're seeing right now the fruits of our labor as this department continues to ascend.
You're exactly right. Well, first thing we need to do, and I think any good leader will assess, and then the second year, like you said, it was accountability. We wanted to hold people accountable for what they were supposed to do, and then this year is ascend. We're ascending to higher heights. We're ascending to levels that we haven't been, and you can see that here today. And so being the first time we've had a field at this magnitude here on this campus in 155 years is remarkable to me.
The SIAC, the move to the SIAC, is something that we have not had in nearly a century.
Yes.
How big of a deal is that to have that blue dot behind your name as Edward Waters University, as an NCAA institution, and to move into such a storied conference as the SIAC?
Yeah, I think one of the things by moving to this conference, it actually elevates our expectations. And although we had high expectations in the NAIA, and which I'm very grateful to be a part of that, but we wanted something a little higher. And so being a part of the SIAC, I was a part of that prior at a previous institution, and I know what just how great that conference is, and they lead the country in football attendance, and that was a perfect fit for us. And when we looked at what would be a perfect fit, the SIAC was the perfect fit for Edward Waters.
Looking at the Edward Waters Athletic Department as a whole, bringing on new sports, men's volleyball, got a chance to look at a couple of their practices. They look phenomenal under Dr. Brandon Reeves. Women's volleyball, a close loss against Coastal Georgia, but you can tell that's a very improved program there that Dr. Reeves is building on that women's volleyball side. And congratulations just last night to the Edward Waters University women's soccer program. They pick up their first program victory in herstory, program herstory
That's
as they
right.
defeated Columbia College yesterday, 3-2 up in Columbia, South Carolina. Things just continuing to go upward and onward here for this Edward Waters Athletic
Yeah,
Department.
you know what? And I was so happy for them. They wanted to start prior, but COVID, came in and them picking up their first win. And like I was telling their coach, I said, yeah, that's first of many, and he's expected many. And just again, the excitement here. When I started, we had 10 sports. We're up to 16, and I think we're still going to grow from there. So it is an exciting time to be a part of Edward Waters University. I tell any potential student athlete, look at Edward Waters. Edward Waters is the ticket to have. And you know what? And I ask all of our potential sponsors, when you're looking to invest, you look at what product is on its way up. Edward Waters University is the stock to buy.
And as you said a couple days ago, period.
Period.
Dr. Paul Bryant, the Director of Intercollegiate Athletics here at Edward Waters University. Doc, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We really appreciate everything that you do here as we continue to grow this department here at Edward Waters University.
And Josh, I have to take a point of privilege just to say thank you. You have done an outstanding job, not only being the voice, but taking your position to another level. And I personally have to say thank you.
I appreciate that. My girlfriend may be listening and watching. If you would just decide to want to give your SID a little bit more money, I greatly appreciate it. We'll talk about that often. Dr. Paul Bryant, our Director of Intercollegiate Athletics here at Edward Waters University. Doc, thanks so much.
All right, thank you.
More of
Go
the
Tigers.
Florida Army National Guard halftime report continues after this timeout here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Appreciate it. Come on. About to wrap up the Florida Army National Guard halftime report here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing, as the Edward Waters University Triple Threat Marching Band is entertaining the crowd here at the beautiful Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. Let's quickly look at this Edward Waters schedule as we look at next week. Edward Waters will be on a bye, as they'll take next week off to kind of assess some things and get themselves ready for a big Thursday night affair on 2 Thursdays from now, as they will head up to Benedict College up in Columbia, South Carolina. A contest that you can definitely ESPN use. So 2 opportunities for this Edward Waters University football program to be displayed on national television.
That's huge. That's huge. That's something right there. That again is going to give you leverage. It's going to give you legs when it comes down to exposure. These type of games were not even thought of a few years back. But this team, that they're going to be one as they march on throughout the schedule. I'm definitely looking forward to the competition at the end of the day up at Benedict.
Yeah,
Sure.
so that Benedict is a squad that has really gone about with getting some guys in. But they are littered with several transfers coming in for Chinnis Berry's program up there at Benedict College. So you open up the SIAC portion of your schedule against a very tough Benedict ball club on September the 9th at 6 o'clock p.m. on Thursday, September the 9th. The very next week, it's a trip over to the Shed at Tuskegee, as they'll take on the Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University. That's a 2 o'clock p.m. kick on September 18th. So, Tuskegee, that's always been a raucous crowd. It's been you hear that band, the Marching Crimson Pipers. You've been at Tuskegee. You played a game at Tuskegee. It is definitely a squad that has really come and really really been a linchpin program there in the SIAC.
Absolutely, man. And but here's I like to always take the good out of the not even the bad, but the good out of every situation. We've played against those guys before. We've competed against those guys before. So it's not to say that it can't be done. It is going to be a hostile environment. They are going to be comfortable at home. The band is going to be loud. The fans are going to be going crazy. But the competition is still going to be the competition. As long as you get there, compete, execute your game plan, and put out the best effort, everything else will fall into place.
Lane College will be the next time that Edward Waters returns to the confines of the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. That'll be on Saturday, September 25th at 6 o'clock p.m. The 6 o'clock p.m. kick between Edward Waters and Lane College. October 2nd, they'll go to the road to Atlanta, take on the Maroon Tigers of Morehouse College, a 2 o'clock p.m. kick. On October the 9th, the Tigers will take on Edward Waters president Dr. A. Zachary Faison Jr.'s undergrad alum or school in the Golden Rams of Albany State University. That's for homecoming for Albany State on October the 9th at 2 o'clock p.m. Then on October 16th, Edward Waters comes home to take on Kentucky State. And then a big one at home. Homecoming, first homecoming, official homecoming on campus. We know the stands are going to be packed. 2 o'clock p.m. will be the kick on October 23rd as the Tigers will welcome the Marauders of Central State University. I know you and the Bruz and your fellow former student athletes are going to be really excited to have homecoming here on campus.
Yeah, and Bart Scott's voice, we can't wait.
Can't wait.
We can't wait, man. That's going to be an electrifying atmosphere with not just Omega Psi Phi, but the rest of the Divine Nine coming back and celebrating homecoming. That energy is going to be amazing. So we definitely look forward to homecoming. Looking forward to seeing my former teammates of the program and everybody. It's going to be a family reunion, so to speak.
That'll be on Saturday, October 23rd here on campus. Edward Waters and Central State for homecoming at 2 o'clock p.m. On October the 30th at 6 o'clock p.m. It's the final home contest of the year as they will welcome the defending champions of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, a very tough team, and head coach Reginald Ruffin and the Golden Bears of Miles College, a 6 o'clock p.m. kick. You get the champions of the conference in your house. It was a close loss to the Golden Bears a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
You get the champs back in your house once again, an opportunity to really show that you can compete on this level.
Absolutely. And it's senior day. So these guys, they're going to want to put on the show playing their last home game here at this historic, stadium. So, man, why not go out with a bang here, in Jackson in front of your home crowd?
Well, on the road, rivalry week, a couple of rivalry games. On November the 6th, Edward Waters will head 2 hours north to Savannah State, take on a very tough squad in Savannah State, a team that was selected to win the SIAC East this year. They had a very good ball club back in 2019. Edward Waters has had a couple victories over Savannah State. Camille, you engineered a big one a couple of years ago in your time. In fact, you beat them there on their homecoming. But Savannah State and Edward Waters, a great rivalry. It's 2 hours up the road. It's our version of the Florida-Georgia game, but that there's going to be a big crowd with the orange and blue for Savannah State, or purple and orange for EWU. Going to be a big crowd up there in Savannah.
That's going to be huge, man. That's going to be huge. Again, competing at this highest level. We played these teams and we know that we can beat them. But again, it's out there. It's about going out there and executing the game plan and just playing some good, solid football.
November 13th will be the final contest of this historic first season as an NCAA Division II program, as the Tigers of Edward Waters will take on the Yellow Jackets of Allen University in the second AME Football Classic. Edward Waters put the screws to Allen a couple of years ago here in Jacksonville. See if they can go and do the same thing up at Allen on November 13th in that AME Classic. That's going to be another ESPN game. That'll be on ESPN Plus. So another opportunity for EWU to really show what they're about there in front of a national audience.
Absolutely. And I mean, it just hit me that they're back playing football.
Yeah, and Allen is a Division II team as well, going up to in the SIAC. So another conference opponent and another rival as that.
Hey man, go out there, win the individual game. Everything else will fall into place.
Well, that'll do it for our halftime report. We thank the Florida Army National Guard for their continued support of Edward Waters University athletics. When we come back, we will get you set for the second half here from Jacksonville. Edward Waters trailing Allen by a score, Florida Memorial by a score of 6-0. We'll take a time. I'll be back with more Tiger football after this here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Yo. Okay, that's fine. You can catch them all up right here. Okay. Is there lightning in the area? I see everybody, both teams going to the. ET, I think we might have a lightning delay here. So, what do you want to do? Okay. Okay. Jacksonville, as we are experienced in the midst of a lightning delay here at the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. So the game will be delayed. The second half will be delayed until at least 6 p.m. Before the lightning, before we can get everything started. So both fan bases beginning to make their ways towards the find some cover right now. But the player, when you had situations like this, whether it be in your high school career or your collegiate career, what does that do for you in terms of being able to try to get things refocused and have to ramp yourself back up to start the second half of the game or whenever the game will resume for you?
Yeah, I mean, you you take advantage of the time. I mean, having further conversation with your offensive line, trying to figure out what they see out there, seeing if you can have further discussion with your slot receivers and your wide receivers and your running backs, seeing if we can get something going further that was working for us, and let's get away from what wasn't working for us. Having real sit downs with the offensive coordinator and saying, hey, I think this is what works for us, what doesn't work for us. So it's, as a quarterback, it's on you as being a leader of that offensive squad, is to actually say, hey, coach, I think we should go this way. Getting to the point of what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Having a heart-to-heart. Sometimes, at one point, it was times where some coaches, they'll tell you what you think you want to hear. I was fortunate enough to have coaches around me that wasn't
correct.
We had the Coach Turners and the Coach Middletons and even the Coach Matches, you know what I mean? But they told you what you needed to hear.
And the Coach Clarks, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coach Clark will tell you everything you needed to hear. But it was needed, you know what I mean? So you want to take the necessary time to further, because it's all mental at the end of the day. It's all mental. It's about putting yourself in a position mentally to win before you can go out there and do it physically at the end of the day. So just take advantage of this time, And that, in addition to, the defense definitely needs this time right now because they spend the most time out there on the football field.
Well, the hope is for Edward Waters to see if this break can kind of turn some things around and really get things moving in the right direction here, as Florida Memorial has really come in here and really come in ready to play here this afternoon.
Absolutely, and those guys are playing fast. They're young, they're playing fast. And another thing that I did see on the offensive side for Edward Waters is using that screen. The screen was very effective in using the Flomo's defensive aggressiveness against them. If they could probably get that more into the game plan in the second half, I think that would definitely help out. And then forcing those DBs in that secondary of Flomo to actually play some defense. Outside of the running back getting downhill and doing what he needs to do, let's put some pressure on that secondary and actually make them play some football. Our defense is playing some lights out football right now. It's only 6-0 and it could be worse. And also the other phase, the very important phase of special teams, those guys are playing some incredible football as well. So again, the necessary adjustments are going to come into play, and just moving forward, it's about eliminating those turnovers, like we spoke about, and trying to cut down on these penalties that are hurting us drive by drive.
We'll go ahead and we'll take another timeout, and we'll see what we do when we come back after this break. Again, in the midst of a lightning delay right now for at least another 16, 17 minutes or so. 6 o'clock is the scheduled restart of this contest. As again, we are in the midst of a lightning delay here at the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. At halftime, it is Florida Memorial 6, Edward Waters nothing. We'll take a timeout. Be back with more here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Yo.
You.
I did not. What's up? Okay. All right. So I'll bring it back and we'll send it over to them, and then we'll get back. We'll look at that. So. Okay. Cool. And that's the Bowl City Showdown. Okay. Cool. Gotcha.
They do another show?
Yeah. Back here in Jacksonville, Edward Waters trailing Florida Memorial. Back here in Jacksonville, Edward Waters trailing Florida Memorial 6-0. Joshua Jackson, Camus Leitner here with you at the half. We are in the midst of a lightning delay. What we'll do on our radio broadcast is we'll go ahead and we will switch it back over to the 1010XL side for more of the Bowl City Showdown between Ribault and Creekside with Tony Smith and Andrew Gibson on the call. And when we come back after that, hopefully we'll be ready for some football here on Jacksonville's north side. So for now, we'll go ahead and send it over to the Bowl City Showdown between Ribault and Creekside here on 1010XL 92.5 FM. All right, cool. So we'll just see what we can do here, and then when we get set to go, hopefully in another 15 minutes, we'll have another update for you. Gotcha, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Gotcha.
Yep. Edward Waters Sports Network. Camus, both teams on the field, both teams getting warmed up and getting set and getting ready to go. If you're head coach Toriano Morgan, after what you saw in the first half, what was your message to the ball club as they get set to come out for the second half this afternoon?
Of course, let's eliminate the mistakes. Let's cut down on the turnovers. Matter of fact, let's try to play mistake-free football as we go into the second half. The game is definitely not out of reach by a long shot, only down 6 points. And a couple of plays here or there, we're definitely up by at least 2 scores. Continue to play fast, execute the game plan, stay focused, stay disciplined, and just play Edward Waters football at the end of the day. These guys they can have the necessary energy. They're playing with effort. They just have to execute the plan and stay mistake-free football.
Both, Edward Waters had 3 touchdowns taken off of the board, 2 on back-to-back kick returns for a touchdown after the initial score for Florida Memorial. Both of them taken back off of a penalty. A rushing touchdown for Deshaun Hugie in the second quarter. That one taken away from as a result of a penalty, and then a couple of plays later, an interception thrown by David Johnson, taken back the other way for Florida Memorial. So if you're Edward Waters, you got to think you've got to be lucky with turning the ball over 4 times in that first half. You've averted danger a lot of opportunities because it really could be a lot worse than just 6-0.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The great teams, that easily can be a 28-0 shift. And we be looking at, hey, the same old conversation as in the past of the Edward Waters, the norm, per se, versus what we at right now. We still in the competitive game. Again, that goes to we're going to test it to the first game of the season. We got that out of our system. Now let's stay disciplined, let's stay locked in, and let's play some good football.
Quarterback issues for Edward Waters to start the contest. Quan Smith coming in, throwing 2 interceptions, having some issues there, getting some continuity going.
Yeah.
You bring in David Johnson, who engineered a couple of good drives. He throws an interception now. The quarterback situation's got to find a way to settle itself down.
Got to, because you start and you finish at the quarterback position. That necessary leader, to have that necessary confidence in your quarterback. Again, that permeates through the entire football team, starting off with the offense. So, like David Johnson, he came in, he played some solid football, but we had that turnover in the red zone. We have to be able to, again, gain that necessary confidence in the quarterback position to be able to execute the game plan, because without that, you're all over the place. You don't have, again, that continuity, that confidence, and the know-how to go out there and execute the game plan.
Both teams making their way back to their respective sidelines, so it's like we are just about set to start the second half here on Jacksonville's northwest side. Edward Waters, if you're just joining us, in the home purple uniforms, purple tops, orange numbers trimmed in white, purple pants, and white helmets. For the visitors from Miami Gardens, Florida, they come in with all white uniforms, white tops, orange numbers trimmed in blue, and blue helmets with the Lion logo on either side. Edward Waters will receive the ball to start the second half of play. So it's an opportunity now for Edward Waters to immediately get back into this contest.
Absolutely. Taking that particular coin toss and kicking off and putting defense on the field first, it comes to play now where we're starting off the second half, and you have an opportunity to make a This is a statement drive. Let's see what type of point we're going to prove these last 2 quarters.
Ferrante Coward as well as Damaris August back to field this kick.
I'm sure they're going to try to keep it away from
Absolutely, from Florida Memorial kicker Jonathan Bowles.
Man.
Yeah, as you say, August definitely has some wheels. He had 2 kick returns for a touchdown that were brought back as a result of penalties. So hopefully the special teams unit has settled itself down and we get set to play hopefully some good football here in the second half.
Man, quick story: North Carolina Central first time Tarek Mitchell touched the football against North Carolina Central at North Carolina Central as a freshman.
Big crowd, O'Kelly Riddick Stadium in Durham. In fact, they played tonight in the MEX. Flag will get thrown and went out of bounds. It went short 10 yards. Actually, the kickoff did go 10 yards, but it went out of bounds. Went out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Florida Memorial. So we'll add on the penalty, and Edward Waters will have some great field position to start this third quarter.
I like it. We have to take advantage of it. This is where good turns into great. You have to take advantage of the mistakes that the other team has made. And right now, the ball position right now is in Edward Waters' territory right now. So we have to make sure that we take advantage of this particular mistake. I wonder what the coaches were thinking going into that right there.
Yeah. Why would you go? I guess nothing to lose. Nobody expects you to do anything. You know, Edward Waters put out a music video earlier in the week about we got time today and all this. So you got to think that Edward Waters really took that into consideration. Or excuse me, Florida Memorial took that into consideration and really wanted to prove a point that they had time today too. They got time to try to steal a win here and take it back to Miami Gardens.
Yeah, that entertainment was well received, I think, on both ends.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, but man, I guess some bulletin board material. Me being a former, I didn't need too much. When somebody scheduled me on their homecoming or the first game of the season, oh yeah, that's enough. That's more than enough. I'm going out there to prove a point.
After the penalty, 1st and 10 for Edward Waters at the 44 of Florida Memorial. Tackles will go from left to right. David Johnson will work from the pistol. He'll hand off to Deshaun Hugie. Hugie bottled up at the 44.
Second half going.
So punting unit comes on here for opportunity to try to flip field here for Edward Waters.
Once again, winning 2 out of 3 phases usually wins you the game, but the offense has to put up points.
And a flag will get thrown for delay of game. They might have been an intentional delay of game taken to give Angel Sevier some room. So after the penalty, Sevier will be punting from his 41-yard line. Here's the snap, got it under control. Here's the punt, got it away. A back-spinning punt or sidewinding punt. It will take a nice Edward Waters bounce inbounds. And despite the pressure that he was under, actually got away a pretty decent punt.
Yeah, he definitely made an athletic play to get away that punt, man. Definitely huge field position swing. This is going to be, again, to open up this particular half. Let's see what the defense can continue to do and keeping that pressure on the Florida Memorial offense.
13:28 left to go. Third quarter just underway. Florida Memorial leading 6-0. They have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, going from right to left.
Coach Carter to this particular point is called an incredible game as a defense coordinator.
Antoine Williams, 9 of 15, passing for 64 yards, has it 1st and 10 from the 20. Handoff, far side. This is Young. Young turns the corner on the right side, gets out to the 25-yard line for a gain of 5 yards. George Young, prior to that carry, had 8 in that first half.
And those guys, it looks like they're getting back out there to the original game plan. It's getting downhill, playing fast, getting downhill. His quarterback is commanding. He has a definitely has a great command on his offense.
Your 2nd and 5 from the 25. Williams takes the snap, comes back this side with Young. Tigers are there to bring him. Actually breaks a couple tackles, but a shoestring tackle at the 29-yard line made for EWU. Make it maybe a 3rd down and a yard.
He's running with a point to prove today.
3rd and a yard from the 29. Williams in the gun will take the snap. Inside handoff to Young's got the 1st down and a little bit more. Drags the defender with the ball, comes out. Tigers have got it. Edward Waters comes up with the fumble recovery. Dravante Jackson comes in and gets the fumble recovery for Edward Waters.
There it is, man. That is the play right there that they needed right there. It's going to be a field position game. It's wet out there. And again, these turnovers, this is going to win the football game right here. Is who can take advantage of scoring points on these turnovers.
Opportunity right now for this Edward Waters offense to try to punch this one into the end zone.
I guess I gave Mr. Young a compliment too soon. I might have to keep doing that.
You might have jinxed him, so hey, keep it going, man.
I have to keep doing that.
1st and 10 now for EWU at the Florida Memorial 39-yard line. 6-0 Lions on top with 12:19 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
They have got to take advantage of this right here. Got to take advantage.
Tigers will line up in the pistol. Malik Stevens, the running back, right behind David Johnson. He'll put a receiver in motion. He'll take the snap. Fake the handoff. Back to pass. Looking. It's going to step up. It's going to throw deep. Got a man wide open. It is incomplete. But a flag is thrown at the line of scrimmage. This may be a procedure penalty, but it is going to go against Edward Waters.
Either way, you got to come down with it.
Had Tiberius Horn alone in the end zone and dropped the foot. Yard line. 6-0 our score. Florida Memorial with the lead. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the Florida Memorial 44-yard line, trying to capitalize on a fumble recovery from Dravante Jackson.
One play at a time.
Shotgun formation for Johnson. Takes the snap. Inside handoff, Malik Stevens. Stevens up the gut. Stevens bowling his way. Gets out to the 35-yard line, maybe the 36, so he gets the penalty yardage back and a couple more.
See, and you can tell it's a huge difference when Stevens is going downhill. When he's trying to go laterally, side to side, it does nothing for him. When he has his mindset made up of going downhill, holding on to the ball, he's entirely different running back.
We talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast. A great 1-2 punch. Deshaun Hugie maybe the shiftier back. Malik Stevens definitely that downhill power back.
Absolutely.
Great 1-2 punch there for Edward Waters in the backfield.
Absolutely.
2nd down and about 6 for EWU from the 36 of Florida Memorial. Johnson takes the snap. Ball is on the ground, still rolling around and picked up by Florida Memorial, and they're going to run it all the way back into the end zone for a touchdown. 10-5, and there's a touchdown for Flomo. The 5th turnover of the afternoon turns into a touchdown for Florida Memorial. 12-0 Lions with 11:17 left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Absolutely.
5 turnovers this afternoon, Camus, for this Edward Waters offense.
It's no way that you can get something going. You can continue to get something. There's no way you can win football games or even progress or make the necessary steps in your offense to build when you turn the ball over. And this has been the bottom line throughout. This has been the recurring story throughout this game.
Lions coming on for the extra point here. Things going from bad to worse here for Edward Waters.
And to be honest with you, this game is still not out of reach. We're 1 or 2 plays away.
10 seconds on the play clock here. Snap, spot, kick. It's up. It's on the way. Extra point is good. 11:17 left to go 3rd quarter. Florida Memorial 13. Edward Waters nothing. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. kick. It's going to be high and short this time. It will be the Tigers offense back on the field. So right now, if you're head coach Toriano Morgan, you're really grasping for straws right now to find something that you can get going offensively.
Yeah, Coach Toriano's going to have to come out and reestablish himself. And I don't even think it's a matter of, at this point, either quarterback, because right now everybody's making mistakes. We have to cut out the mistakes. You have to get that ground game going. You cannot expand your offense without getting that ground game going and being consistent at minimum.
Well, Stick Saquon Smith back in the game at quarterback for Edward Waters. They'll line up in the pistol. Now they'll go to the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Inside handoff. This is Devin Bailey. Bailey up the gut. Bailey across the 30 up to the 32-yard line. So Devin Bailey, the true freshman from Rickards High School in Tallahassee. The gain of about 4 yards there on first down.
And this shows me that clearly was a mental mistake by the players that were in on the previous drive. When you substituting entire, that's a discipline thing.
2nd and 6 from the 32. Takes the snap. Handoff. They think it'd be keeper for Smith. Smith breaking tackle. Smith gets down to the 37-yard line. It'd be maybe a half yard short of the first down there on the quarterback keeper for the true freshman from Plantation. Big 3rd down and a yard here for Edward Waters. Ball at the 38-yard line. The clock winds with 10:16 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. And the Tigers trailing now 13-0. Smith in this offense going no huddle. They'll work from the pistol. 4 receiver set. Twin receivers to the far side left. Single near side right. Tight end wing to the left. Smith takes the snap. Handoff. This is Bailey. Bailey up the gut. Bailey bowls his way across midfield into Lion territory. Devin Bailey with a whole lot of want to, and a first down for Edward Waters. Move those chains.
Sometimes when you run scared, you happen to run at your best. Looks like Bailey is running downhill and running with a purpose right now.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters back in Lions territory at the 49-yard line of Florida Memorial.
And as you can see, if they're executing their game plan, they're moving the ball consistently.
Shotgun formation, takes the snap. Keep handoff. This is Bailey. Bailey trying to turn the corner, still on his feet, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, and he may get back, but no, he'll be short of the line of scrimmage by a yard. So loss of maybe a yard on the play back to midfield. Devin Bailey, but this Lions defense coming in and making a big stop there on first down.
I'm starting to wonder what is preventing the offensive coordinator, Coach Morgan, from putting pressure on these DBs down the field. Haven't really seen, the mismatches out here being taken advantage of. Again, going to the point where the quarterback doesn't have a lot of thinking to do. He just reacts. He makes one read, you react.
Saquon Smith in the pistol. 2nd down and about 12. Ball back at the 49-yard line of EWU. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Smith. Smith screen pass near side. This is Bailey. Bailey runs over a man, gets back in the Lion territory, back to the original line of scrimmage, 48-yard line. But check that out order. Florida Memorial leads 13-0.
As a quarterback, you got to be able to survey the field. They're clearly in a cover 2 at this point. You're working with windows. That slant was definitely behind that particular nickel back at that last play.
Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set. 10 on the play clock now. Smith will take the snap, fake the handoff, back to pass. Smith will tuck, Smith will run. Smith to the 50. Smith goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds at around the 47-yard line. Brings up 4th down, well short of the first down here for Edward Waters. Hunting unit once again checks on here for EWU.
You got to get back to the X's and O's and seeing and reevaluating, reassessing what works for you. Right now, getting the ball downhill is something that works for you.
Angel Sevier on to punt once again here for the men in purple this afternoon. Back deep for the Lions of Florida Memorial. Appears to be Logan, actually check that. 23 on our roster is a kicker, which is Jonathan Bowles, but I don't believe that's him. Here's the snap, here's the punt. Nice, high, beautiful punt. Fair catch call for it. Actually, nice coughing corner kick there by Angel Sevier. We'll see where that ball goes out of bounds at. We'll see where they spot it. So they're going to spot it right at around the 4 or 5 yard line. Nice job there by Angel Sevier to flip the field there, Camus.
Absolutely, definitely a great kick. He's been doing some good things out here when his number has been called. He actually tried to do a little bit of acting back here as well, which I like. You make the referees ref the game.
Lions have it 1st and 10 from their own 5 yard line, leading 13-0 with 7:02 remaining in this third quarter of play. First ever contest here at the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium here in Jacksonville. Williams will work from the gun. One back sidecar to his right is Young. 3 receivers at his disposal. Takes the snap. It's a critical part of the ball game right now. You're only going to get so many more opportunities to get back in this contest.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a 2-score game right here. Again, the defense has been playing remarkable. They've given the team a chance to win. If they can keep their foot on this team's neck right now, they'll be okay.
2nd and 5.
Absolutely. Great play.
3rd down and 5 now for Florida Memorial. Ball at the 10-yard line. Clock winds with 6:22 remaining in this third quarter. Lions leading 13-0.
Jaron Wilson has definitely stepped up his game today. He's been playing outstanding on that defensive end position.
Shotgun formation for Williams. They go 3 wide. Takes the snap. Williams back to pass. Looking. He's going to throw down the seam. It is caught. Caught out at around the 29-yard line. And that's a 1st down for Florida Memorial as Markel Lee moves the chains for a 1st down for Flomo.
3rd down conversions win games. They keep the defense on the field. That creates more fatigue. You keep your offensive coordinator in a great groove, but man, that's a hell of a completion right there.
1st and 10 for Flomo at the 31-yard line. Near side carry for the Lions. Tigers close that hole quickly after a gain of 3-4 yards. Ball came out late. The officials will say that the running back was down, and that running back is still ground in Sadiq Jackson. Sadiq Jackson, the true freshman, 5'10", 195 pounds. He's from down bottom. Miami Northwestern Bull.
So he got rolled up on a little bit.
So gives Sadiq a gain of 4 yards there, or 3 yards there on 1st down. Both training staffs looking at the running back from Miami Northwestern High School. So while they take a look at him, we'll go ahead and we will take a timeout. 5:31 left to go here, third quarter. Florida Memorial 13, Edward Waters nothing. Let's take timeout here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you, sir. A big hit applied there by Dravante Jackson forces the football back to inside the 20-yard line to the 18 to make it 3rd down and very long here for the Lions of Florida Memorial University. 4:35 and counting left to go here in this third quarter. Lions leading 13-0. Big 3rd down here for this Edward Waters defense. Shotgun formation will take the snap. Back to pass is Williams. Williams will be flush. Rolls over to the right side now. Will throw. Got a man. Pass is complete. But we'll actually check that it's incomplete. Nice job there. Getting there, knifing his way in and making the stop there by Darian Hall.
And you see the enthusiasm by Coach Carter over there, man. He is enthused. He is jacked up over there. And that right there permeates through the entire defense, and it should relay through the entire football team right now. The offense enthusiasm that the defense is putting out right there, because that's effort. That is effort right there.
Darian Hall, the junior defensive back from right here in Jacksonville. He's a former Brave from Terry Parker High School here in Jacksonville. While I got a moment, I got a personal privilege. I can do that as a play-by-play broadcaster. Shout out to my beloved Clay High School Blue Devils. I'm a proud 2001 alum. Big win over Fleming Island last night. So shout out to my beloved Blue Devils of Clay High School.
Oh, man.
Hey, man. I see E.T. knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I knew it was
my
gonna
man
get that.
E.T.
I
Come
knew it
on,
was gonna-
somebody. Great talent has come out of Thomas Jefferson High School. I know a skinny-legged quarterback that came out of Jefferson High School. I think he wore number 8 around these parts.
Hey, that was all right. That was all right.
Timeout taken by Florida Memorial. We'll actually keep it here. You talked a few moments ago about that big hit laid by Dravante Jackson. Another stop made on the very next play by Darian Hall. Again, we talked about those little things hopefully permeating through this entire team to get back in this contest.
Those guys are out there playing fast. That right there should tell the offense that it should be an immediate competition. Who's going to play fast, who's going to play harder to win this game? It's about 1-2 at this point.
Here's the snap. Here's the punt. It's kind of a spiraling thing. As the ball will get covered up at around the 32-yard line. A flag will get thrown. I believe that's got to be for kick-catch interference. Flag thrown at around the 42-yard line.
Possibly a block in the back.
DeMar for that one. He absorbed a big hit.
This offense has to get going. They have to get going. They have to get some type of rhythm. We've seen what actually works for them, and that's getting downhill. That's taking advantage of the size. They've tend to be they've gotten away from that. It really doesn't matter which quarterback is in at this point. It's a matter of, again, executing that run game and getting downhill. If they continue to get away from that, that means that they put pressure on everybody else.
Long discussion here from this SIAC officiating crew after the penalty on that previous punt. You got to think, are they discussing maybe a block in the back? Are they discussing kick-catch interference, something along those lines? So, but again, right now in situations, you've got the ball right now. You got to find a way to punch this ball into the end zone. Plenty of time still left in this contest, still with 2 timeouts at your disposal, but you got to find a way to get back in this contest.
You got to find a way. And again, we talked about earlier mismatches. They have not necessarily exposed those, especially on the outside with the receivers. That goes back into, okay, let's game plan this. Let's see who can't cover out there. Let's see who can't run with us. If you don't get to that point, there's no way you can take advantage of your game plan. There's no way you can move forward. And, technically you're not going to be scoring points, and offense is here to score points. They got to be able to help the defense out. Got to be able to help the special teams out.
Still an incredibly lengthy discussion here. Trying to figure out what is going on. Huddling back over. So Edward Waters will call for a re-kick of the ball, as there was a holding penalty against Edward Waters and a personal foul penalty against Florida Memorial. So both penalties will offset, and we will replay 4th down.
Once again, another opportunity to take advantage of.
Another chance here for the junior wide receiver from Apopka, Florida, and Texas A&M Commerce transfer in Damaris August. Jonathan Vowell's back to punt this one away here for Flomo. There is a high snap, got under control. Here's the punt. It's blocked. Punt is blocked. Ball way up in the air. It's still rolling around and falling to the end zone. That's got to be a touchdown. It is. Touchdown, Edward Waters. The special teams comes up big, and the Tigers are on the board.
That is the play right there.
A block right up the gut. The ball falls right into the end zone, and the purple and orange are on the board. On for the extra point here for EWU.
That right there is a momentum shifter. Shifter right there. That right there. Football is a game of momentum.
10 seconds on the play clock. Final protector finally jogs onto the field now. 7 seconds and 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. 4 seconds and 3 seconds. 2 seconds and 1 second. what do we have here? We have a delay of game, or what's going on? Timeout will be taken by Edward Waters. Can't have that on a timeout taken on an extra point. You got to know that you're on the special teams unit. Yes, a big play was made, but the youthful exuberance, you got to know the situation right now. These are precious timeouts because right now Edward Waters is down to just one timeout for the remainder of the contest.
Absolutely, yeah. And that right there can be attested to excitement and maybe, obviously, someone not paying attention to the game at that point. But you can't have those type of mistakes when you're trying to win the football game.
Tigers on the board, a special teams touchdown, getting it into the end zone after a block punt. Ball rolls into the end zone, and the EWU special teams fall on it for a touchdown as we get set for this extra point here. 13-6 pending the extra point. Florida Memorial with the advantage.
Absolutely.
Angel Sevier coming on for the extra point here for EWU. Critical extra point here. Every point that much more magnified. Snap, spot, kick up on the way. Has the distance. It is good. 3:50 left to go here, third quarter. Florida Memorial 13, Edward Waters 7. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Special Orange on the board with 3-5, getting up to the 10-yard line. A great job there by the Edward Waters special teams as Darian Hall gets in there and makes a stop for Edward Waters.
Big guy, big DB out there, man.
There he goes, 6'2", 180 pounds from right here in Jacksonville.
He looks the part. That's half the battle. It looks like he's out there playing on special teams and the defensive side. Been out there all game.
First and 10 for Florida Memorial at the 14-yard line of the Lions, going from right to left, leading now by a score of 13-7. With 3:44 left to go here in the third quarter. Antoine Williams in the game at quarterback, engineering the controls of the Florida Memorial offense. That one back sidecar to his right, a four receiver set, three left, single far side to the right. Takes a snap, handoff to the back, bounces off of defenders. Still on his feet, finally goes down as he got to the 19-yard line. On the carry there for FMU is Marcus Barthel, another Miami Booker T. Washington Tornado. Gets a gain of six yards there on first down. Make it second down and 4. The ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Clock winds with 3 set off. Barthel right side this time, and the Tigers defense able to close the door. Gain of maybe a yard on the play, but another big third down situation here for EWU.
Again, another opportunity, man. And that's on both sides. This quarterback from Florida Memorial has executed his third down attempts efficiently. But again, this defense has the opportunity to continue to play fast and lock down this third down conversion.
Third down and maybe a yard or so. Ball at the 21-yard line. In the gun is Williams. And it's going to be a false start against Florida Memorial. Left tackle moving early.
Definitely need.
Go ahead and make the penalty. Let's go ahead and keep this thing.
I hate to say it, but it's the referee's first game of the season.
You know, you know what? You're right.
It's just a little understanding.
I just turned 38 a couple of weeks ago, and I've got to work on my benevolence. I'm getting old now. You know, these gray hairs are coming in. You know,
just a little patience.
I don't want to be ornery like my daddy. You know.
But no, and that goes across the board. Everybody's getting a feel for this game again. We've been impacted by COVID in such a way that, hey, everything is not a nuance just like it used to be. So everybody's kind of getting back into the groove of everything.
After the penalty, third down and 7, ball backed up to the 16-yard line.
definitely feels good to get back on this football field.
Absolutely. Shotgun formation for Williams. Will put a receiver in motion to create trips to the far side right. He'll take the snap. Back to pass is Williams. Williams looking. Williams is flushed. Now comes over here to the right side. Looks, throws. It is caught. Did he make the catch inbounds? No, he didn't. All goes out of, they say the reception was made, but it was made out of bounds as he was looking for his, that pass is incomplete, and once again, another 3 and out for this Edward Waters defense.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Coach Carter has those guys playing some amazing ball, putting pressure on that quarterback because he seemed to be getting very locked in and calm behind that offensive line, which is dangerous for any defense. I can remember several times where I get comfortable in that pocket, and I can hear nothing. All I see an open field to my Johnny Johnson, my Horace Scotts, my Troy Hillmans. The list goes on. Terrence Bethel, it was fun out there. That's the part where the defense has to continue that pressure to make him uncomfortable as possible.
Timeout taken by PC to come and find me. You got to have some intestinal fortitude.
I was just thinking about the words I was going to say after this particular question.
The intestinal fortitude to go for it if you decide to go for it here.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Neither will I.
That would be.
I kind of like my job.
Hey, listen, I like your job for you. That would be one incredible call for him to make. In having this particular field position.
But the punting unit does check on here for Florida Memorial as Jonathan Bowles comes on to punt. And the ever dangerous as we back spinning punt. You got to tell everyone to get away from it. It's going to bounce. It will be down inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. So again, this Edward Waters offense, despite turning the ball over 5 times this afternoon, has got an opportunity to take the lead here if they can get a touchdown and an extra point.
And it's funny because there's several things, several parameters that we're dealing with. All right, we got a little bit of rain. We got the first game jitters. We got clearly a lack of discipline on both sides of the ball. But, again, we have an opportunity to win the game. And having 5 turnovers, that's unheard of. So, the offense, they're looking to execute.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters at the Florida Memorial 34. Saquon Smith in the gun. A 3-receiver set will take the snap. Keeps for Smith. Smith throwing far side. A nice one-hand catch there by August. August still on his feet. Goes out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. I checked that out. It was Ferrante Coward from UU.
That's a great play right there.
They'll spot the football actually at the 16-yard line. So a nice gain of about 6 yards there on 1st down.
Great play right there.
Clock winds with a 140, 139, 138 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Edward Waters straight
the football.
Pistol formation here. Now they'll switch to the shotgun with Hugie the back sidecar to the right. He'll take the snap, inside handoff to Hugie. Hugie goes into the pile. Might have gotten to the 15-yard line, and that is it. Florida Memorial defense coming in there, making the stop there for the Lions. Again, Limroy Lawrence. We've called his name a few times here this afternoon. The 6'2 freshman, 265 pounds from Miami.
He's making some great plays. Definitely making some great plays. So here's the difference. This is right here. This is going to separate these guys right here. That offensive line versus that defensive line. What are they going to do right now in that trenches? Coming up on the 4th quarter very soon. We got to play some real football right now.
3rd and 2. Ball at around this 24-yard line. Inside handoff to Hugie. Hugie bowls his way. He's got the 1st down as he gets to the 21. Deshaun Hugie will move the chains for an Edward Waters 1st down.
Again, once they run downhill, there's no stopping these guys. When they run downhill with a purpose, if the coaches continue that and get the offensive line and get their hands on these guys, it's nothing. They cannot stop these guys.
1st and 10 now for EWU at the Florida Memorial 21-yard line. Clock winds, 23 seconds left to go here in the 3rd. Tigers trailing 13-7 as we'll stop play. And there's an injured Tiger, one of the big offensive linemen injured at the line of scrimmage.
Malik Mosley.
Yep, big Malik Mosley, the 6'3 senior from Fort Pierce, Florida and Westwood High School. It is definitely a humid afternoon here, to say the least, here in Jacksonville. So you're wondering, is it a situation where it could be some cramps going on right now?
We're not going to give this guy no excuses. He's actually, I'm a friend of his. He's a young chapter brother of mine. So He needs to see it through. He has no excuses. He needs to see it through.
He gonna give your frat brother that much.
Absolutely. It's called accountability.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They say friendship is essential to the soul. You are definitely showing some friendship right now.
Absolutely. Trust me, man. He got to get to it. You see, he all right. He all right.
Walks off the field under his own power.
There's no excuses.
They'll hear the replay of this. So
I hope he do. I hope he do. It's coming from it's coming from a good place.
Absolutely, it's coming from love. 1st and 10 after Mosley comes off the field under his own power. Ball at the 21-yard line of Florida Memorial. 16 seconds left to go. Tigers trailing 13-7. Saquon Smith will work from the gun. Takes the snap. Handoff. Hugie going over the left side now. Hugie gets inside the 20, and he will go down at around the 18-yard line. Deshaun Hugie with a gain of 3 yards there on 1st down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll strap it in. Hold on tight. We go to the 4th after this timeout. Through 3 quarters here in Jacksonville. Florida Memorial 13. Edward Waters 7. Let's take time out, begin the 4th quarter after this as you're listening and watching Edward Waters University football right here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Gardens, Florida home.
Absolutely, man. And this is going to come down to who wants it more at this point. 4th quarter, everything is all in effect right now.
2nd down and about 4 for the Tigers. Inside the 20-yard line at the 18. Smith takes the snap. Handoff. Hugie trying to go over the left side and can't avoid a tackle. Maybe he got a gain of a yard or so on the play. Got up to the 16-yard line. Big 3rd down here for this EWU offense.
And to be quite honest, I see about 3 or 4 more possessions, but they have to be able to cash in. We're in the red zone right now. This right here, this is where you win games, the important games, these rivalry games. This is right here is an energy shifter right here.
Saquon Smith in the gun. 4 receiver set, 3 left, single far side to the right. A timeout taken by head coach Toriano Morgan. That is the final timeout taken by EWU. That's a big one.
That's definitely a big one. That puts a lot of pressure on this freshman quarterback. When you don't have any leverage to actually run your game plan that's provided to you by your coaches, you got to be smart.
The offense really struggling. We talked about it ad nauseum. 5 turnovers so far in this contest, and there's definitely going to be a lot of things, a lot of work to do in the film room, as you'll have 2 weeks to get ready for that next game on Thursday night against the Benedict Tigers.
Yeah, absolutely, and we know. Here's the good part about it is that they know the mistakes, they know the turnovers, they know what's been done, so that they can actually fix at this point. These are self-inflicted wounds that we're talking about,
3rd down and about 4. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Smith will take the snap. Handoff. Hugie breaks a tackle, bowling his way. It's going to be close. Needed to get to the opposite side of the 15 for a 1st down. Or check that. Needed to actually get to the 10-yard line for a 1st down. He's going to be just short. So 4th down and a long maybe yard. And they'll send Angel Sevier on for this field goal. Dallas. Snap, spot, kick. It's up. It's on the way. Has the distance. It is good.
There we go.
13:32 left to go here in the fourth quarter from Jacksonville. Florida Memorial 13, Edward Waters 10. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network.
My super dog at work.
Goal line, and it's going to be cut down right there at the 25-yard line. Nice job of coverage there by the EWC special teams unit after the big run back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He had different intent right there.
Be sure to join Frank Frangie on the call of the Jaguars and Cowboys from Jerry World tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. right here on 1010XL 92.5 FM, the flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Join Frank, Jeff Lagerman, and a guy who I think should be in the Hall of Fame right now, old number 71, Tony Baselli. Put him in, Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Put him in.
Long overdue.
Yes, sir.
Long overdue.
First and 10 for Florida Memorial at the 26-yard line. Williams takes a snap. Looks screen far side. Batted at the line and incomplete. Jaron Wilson, the former Reigns Viking, gets up there, gets the tiger paw, and bats it down.
Incredible play. Incredible play. He's playing some good football. Again, that's a high IQ football play right there. That right there is not measured in the numbers, at all. That right there kind of reminded me of a JPP type play right there.
Yes, I like it. Second down and 10 from the 26-yard line. Williams takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Screen far side. Pass is complete. Out to the 30-yard line. 35. It'll go out of bounds across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. That's George Young with the reception. That'll move the chains for a Florida Memorial first down. First and 10 for Florida Memorial. Ball will be spotted at the 37-yard line of the Lions. Clock runs with 12:47 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers trailing 13-10. Williams takes the snap. Hand off to Young. Young up the gut, tackled at the 40-yard line.
This is going to be critical to see what type of adjustments that on both sides. The offensive coordinators from Florida Memorial and the defensive coordinators from Edward Waters. It's going to be very critical. And to be honest with you, I think at this point right now, we're probably going to see the defense punching for the ball a little bit more, trying to create a turnover in this stake of the game.
Amon Jefferson on the stop there for EWU. Second down and about 5. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. In the gun is Williams. 4 receiver set. He'll take the snap. Inside handoff to Young. Young runs over a man, gets across the 45 out to the 46. He'll be short of the first down by a yard. Short of the first down by a yard. Is in on the stop for EWU is C.J. Maben, a junior linebacker from East Carolina, transfer from East Carolina. He's out of Fort Lauderdale. Third and a yard for this Lions offense at the 46-yard line. Takes the snap. Handoff. Young. First down and more. Got out to midfield. George Young, as the Lions are leaning on this EWC defense, getting out to the 50-yard line. It's another first down for Florida Memorial.
And this right here is clearly where we have no timeouts. The game is if ran correctly, is in Florida Memorial's hands.
Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set. Takes the snap, makes the handoff, throws near side, pass complete out to the 45-yard line. Will be stopped there. So on the reception for Florida Memorial, it's going to be number 11, Markel Lee. So Lee with the reception gets a gain of 5 there on first down to make it second down and 5 from the Edward Waters 45-yard line.
This quarterback is not making any mistakes right now. Like I said, he's zoned in, he's locked in, he's very efficient, and he's being a game manager right now.
Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws far side, pass complete to Lee once again. Lee to the 35, 34-yard line. A gain of about 7 yards and another first down for Florida Memorial. Clock winds. Now they'll stop the clock to set the chains, but it'll wind once again. 10:52 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Lions leading 13-10. Shotgun formation for Williams. One back sidecar to his right is Aiken Liverpool, who's got a touchdown already this afternoon. They'll hand off to Liverpool, coming over the right side, inside the 30, lost the football. Tigers have got it, out to the 20-yard line. Trying to turn the corner, and it'll be cut down right at the 20-yard line.
There it goes right there.
Another big hit, and Cedric Woodson, the former Reigns Viking, falls on the football, and the Tigers offense is back on the field.
Yes, sir. Just what the doctor ordered, literally. A turnover, like I said, those guys out there playing fast, and what happens when you play fast on the defensive side, man, you can create things. You create turnovers. You create mischief. You know what I mean? So them guys out there playing fast, playing violent.
It is the top of the hour. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Another takeaway for the EWU defense, as the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Saquon Smith will take the shotgun snap. He'll hand off to Malik Stevens. Stevens trying to spin out of a tackle. He can't. He'll get a gain of maybe a yard there on 1st down.
Game management, protect the football, take it one play at a time. Of course, it sounds simple, but it's something that needs to be done to drive the ball down the field. It's something, and the Edward Waters College University, the team has not done that this far.
Smith, handoff up the gut. This is Spencer Carter. Carter up the gut to the 35, to the 40, 45, midfield. Goes out of bounds out at midfield. Spencer Carter with a big run and a 1st down for EWU. Move those chains.
Yes, sir. He's getting downfield. He's making a play. That's something right there that you can't teach. Again, that vision, the way he just made that outcut right there, that was incredible.
1st and 10 for EWU. They'll actually spot the football at the 48-yard line of Edward Waters. Clock runs with 9:30 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Tigers down by 3 at 13-10. They're trying to capitalize on a fumble recovery by Cedric Woodson. In the gun, split backs to either side of quarterback Saquon Smith. Single receivers to either side will take the snap. Handoff. This is Stevens. Stevens is going to be hit and cut down in the backfield. Hit and a big hit made in the backfield by Joshua Mims, the man we talked about in pregame, the freshman 5'11", 220 from Fort Pierce.
Making some amazing plays throughout the game.
Loss of about 3 there on 1st down as the ball is backed up to now the Edward Waters 46-yard line. Clock winds with 8:45 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Tigers down 13-10.
And to be honest with you, the only 2 times I've seen them push the ball down the field, one was an interception, 2 was a drop touchdown over here. Man, I'm just surprised not to see that.
Smith takes a snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, looking, will take a shot, far side, looks for a man, it is, he made the catch! He made the catch out at the 21-yard line!
I think I might be all right over here, Josh.
Stevenson Fernand, the junior from Davie, Florida, goes up, snatches the ball away from 2 defenders, and it's 1st and 10 for EWU at the 22-yard line of Florida Memorial.
Absolutely, man. Going up there, giving his receiver a chance. Give him a chance. That's all you got to do, give him a chance. Of course, he's going to be able to learn from this game. As a freshman, as a true freshman, he's going to be able to learn from this game. But he gave him a chance. And
nice job of putting something on the ball. He slipped out of his break on this, slipped out of his backdrop on that throw, but able to still get something to Fernand to get the big 1st down.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 for EWU at the 22. Takes the snap. Takes the handoff. Keeper for Smith. Smith up the gut. Smith slipped and will go down at the 15-yard line. Saquon Smith on the keeper. They'll actually spot it at the 16-yard line to make it a 2nd down and a long 3. We'll call it 4 at the 16. Clock winds with 7:26 left to go here in the 4th quarter, excuse me.
He's playing with some incredible poise. I wouldn't say that he reminds me of me. I'm not going to go that far. But he's playing with some incredible poise as a true freshman. This is incredible. Like I said, he's giving his team a chance. He's giving his team an opportunity.
13 seconds, 12 seconds, 11 seconds, and 10 seconds, 9 seconds, and 8 seconds. Saquon Smith still waiting to snap the football. Tigers don't have any timeouts. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and 3 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second. He'll take the snap. Option play, near side, pitch to Carter. Carter still on his feet, trying to turn the corner. We'll see what happens. He actually gets tackled at the 16-yard line. Spot the ball at the 16. Make it 3rd down and maybe 2 for the Tigers.
Gonna need this true freshman to make a play. Gonna need to make a play.
Both backs in the game for EWU. Malik Stevens and Deshaun Hugie in the backfield now. Be a shotgun formation. 15 on the play clock. Actually 10 seconds, 9 seconds, and 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Shotgun formation.
Touchdown.
We'll take the snap. Keeper. This is Smith. Smith up the gut. Smith goes down at around the 10-yard line, but that will be enough for an EWU first down.
Absolutely. Like I said, as you probably can see, he's kind of coming to his own right now. It's a different type of confidence that he's walking around with right now. And that right there, again, it puts you in a whole different mindset of, I can do anything. I literally can do anything right now.
First and goal for EWU at the 10-yard line. Shotgun formation, handoff. Hugie trying to get to the outside, still on his feet. Inside the 5, avoids the defender, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Edward Waters! Deshaun Hugie into the end zone, and the Tigers take the lead.
One hell of a drive.
A whole lot of 1-2 from the former Flagler Palm Coast star, getting it into the end zone, and the Tigers have their first lead of the contest at 16-10 with 13, with 5:41 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Man, incredible drive. Huge. These guys are playing an incredible game. They wanted it to happen.
Extra point is up and good. Here in the 9:04, Edward Waters, 17, Florida Memorial 13. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. A 10-yard rushing touchdown for Deshaun Hugie was big time indeed, as the Tigers of EWU take their first lead of the got up to the 20-yard line. Getting in there, making the stop for EWU, Jeremiah Dawson, another Jacksonville guy, 5'11", 190 pounds. He's a former West Side High School Wolverine. Getting in there and making the stop there for EWU.
It's about the will at this point, man. This defense has been playing a hell of a game all day. They got to finish the game. 4 quarters, got to finish the game strong.
Now things beginning to turn now here. Let's see how Edward Waters responds defensively. Can they get a stop here and continue to play with the lead? 5:37 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Lions on the field. They have it 1st and 10, ball out to the 21-yard line. Antoine Williams in the game at quarterback. He'll work from the gun. Shotgun formation. Take the snap. Rolling. Flag thrown. Looking. Still looking. Still looking. He's going to throw this one out of bounds. Check the flag. A flag was thrown at the snap. We'll see what this infraction is going to be.
That last touchdown took the air out of this Florida Memorial fan base right here.
Our press box is on the visitor sideline. Our operations press box is on the visitor sideline, and Florida Memorial had talking all kinds of stuff and felt good for Florida Memorial, excuse me.
4 quarters.
Empty backfield for Antoine Williams. He'll take the snap. Back to pass. Looking. Throwing. Far side pass is complete to Young. He goes out of bounds. out to the 30-yard line. I'll spot it at the 31. It'll still be short of the first down by maybe a yard. I'll check that. They will give him the first down. So they'll move the chains and give him the first down. So 1st and 10 now for Florida Memorial at the 31-yard line of the Lions.
And at this point, I believe the kicker is out for Florida Memorial, so this is a 4th down.
Handoff, Young, hit in the backfield, spun out of a tackle, got forward, got across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. Young was dead to rights in the backfield, but was able to spin out of that tackle and get forward for a nice gain of about 6 yards there on first down.
Critical moments, big-time players make big-time plays and big-time.
For Williams, Young the backside, card to the right. 4 receiver set, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, screen, near side, pass complete. This is Lee. Lee is going to be hitting upended out at the 42, 43-yard line, but it will be enough for a Florida Memorial first down. 4th quarter, Tigers leading 17-13. Antoine Williams will work from the gun. George Young, his backside, guard to his pass, looking, throwing near side. This one is nearly picked off and incomplete. Ball went outside. Markel Lee went inside. The closest person to that football was a Tiger named Cedric Woodson, who already has a fumble recovery this afternoon.
Definitely miscommunication on the outside between the quarterback and the receiver. Definitely on 2 different pages. To be honest, which is what we like right now. Be on different pages right now.
2nd down and 10 from the 42-yard line. I'll take the snap. Back to passes. Williams looking, throwing far side. Pass is complete to Ederson. Ederson slipped and fell. He got to midfield, went back, and slipped at the 48-yard line. Make it 3rd down and 5 here for Flomo. Clock winds with 3:56 left to go here in the 4th. Tigers up 17-13.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach actually goes man with the defense. This zone is getting eaten up right now.
Shotgun formation, he'll take the snap. Handoff. This is Young. Young is going to pick his way to a first down. Thought he was going to be stopped short, but used that strength, got forward to the 45-yard line of Edward Waters, and that will be enough for a Florida Memorial first down. Clock winds, 3:34, 3:33 left to go here into this 4th quarter. Tigers up by a score of 17-13. In shotgun snap, handoff to Young. Young up the gut. Young will be cut down at the 40-yard line. Young really showing some shiftiness here late in this ball game.
Looks like his legs are picking up. Edward Waters is moving pretty.
Ball placed inside the 40 at the 39-yard line of EWU. Lions moving right and trailing 17-13. Shotgun formation for Williams. 4 receiver set will take the snap. Back to pass. Looking is going to take a shot down the seam. This one is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Florida Memorial. Calvin Clark into the end zone for the touchdown. And the Lions, just like that, retake the lead.
Well, looks like the quarterback, man, he is in the zone that only he can be able to describe at this point. One hell of a throw, one hell of a catch by the receiver.
19-17, our score pending this extra point from place kicker Kesnel Baptiste.
Still down to a 1-score game.
Snap, placement, kick, it's up, it's on the way, and it is good. 2:44 left to go, 4th quarter. Florida Memorial 20, Edward Waters 17. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Broadcast here of the 2021 campaign. Right now, once again, Camus, let's see what this offense can do here, down by 3. Here's the return here for Edward Waters, trying to turn the corner on the right side. It's got a bit of a hole to the 40. 45 still on his feet, midfield, back inside, 45, 40, 35, and he'll go down at around the 31-yard line.
I have no clue why the coaches Kick it to him. I don't get it.
Ferrante Coward, another big return for Edward Waters.
I don't get it, man. Every time he touches the football, he does something with it. Every
Touch the
time.
ball, special things happen. Does that give the Tigers offense some signs of life? They'll spot the football actually at the 37-yard line of Flomo.
This offense has an opportunity. They have an opportunity. The coaches, they have an opportunity. They got to execute. They've been doing it all game. This basically seems like it could wind up being the last possession of the game, but they have to execute.
They'll take the snap, and what do we have? Delay of game against Edward Waters. Penalties becoming that much more magnified here as we go into the waning stages of this contest.
Absolutely. Can't afford that. Can't afford it.
So after the 5-yard penalty, Tigers will have it 1st and 15 at the 42-yard line of Florida Memorial. 2:33 left to go here in this fourth quarter. Edward Waters trailing 20-17. It's been a back-and-forth affair here in this fourth. Still on his feet, and he will actually get down to the 26-yard line. Stevenson Fernand with the reception. He didn't catch it initially, caught it on the second opportunity, backed his way, got a little bit of assistance from his friends, and he'll actually have a first down for EWU.
That's the want to. That's the will. That's the want to. That's the way to stay with it. Way to make an incredible play.
So 1st and 10 for EWU. Ball at the 26-yard line. 2:07 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers trailing 20-17. In the gun is Saquon Smith. 4 receiver set, 3 right, single near side left. Deshaun Hughes backside, Carl left. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Smith. Smith looking right, throws right pass complete to Fernand. Fernand will go out of bounds. Spot the football at the 25-yard line.
And that's a great read. Get it to your receiver that's in the process, in the progress of a sideline throw. Give him a chance to get out of bounds, save you some time to reset and get ready for the next play.
2nd down and about 9 for EWU. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Down by 3. Smith in the gun. He'll take the snap. Back to pass. Smith looking. Smith looking. Smith throwing down the seam. It is caught. Caught at the 1-yard line. Damaris August with the reception. Snatches it away, and it's 1st and goal for Edward Waters at the 1.
Gave him a chance. Gave him a chance. 101 across the board, you give him a chance. One hell of a throw, one hell of a catch, even better catch.
Tigers offense at the 1-yard line. They bring the beef in. Tied. Edward Waters 17. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Saquon Smith hands off to Deshaun Hughes. He runs into a white wall and gets stonewalled at the 1-yard line. Make it 2nd down and goal from the 1 there. 110, 109, 108 left to go here, fourth quarter. Tigers down by 3 at 20-17. A flag thrown late. So a flag thrown here. We'll see what this call is going to be.
Unusual.
Well after the play was over. Tigers clapping as if it's going to go against Flomo, but we'll see what it is here. Clock stops with 1:04 left to go here in this fourth quarter.
Like I said earlier, man, the game is won in the trenches. Game is won in the trenches.
Situation right now, as they say, who wants it more?
Absolutely.
And hopefully, if you're an Edward Waters fan, which I hope if you're listening to the broadcast, you are an Edward Waters fan, you got to think that the team in purple has got to want it more.
Absolutely.
Lengthy discussion here. Flag at the 1 yard line, so they're discussing something. Again, there have been 2 or 3 of these instances where the referees have had very long discussions after a penalty. Tigers have the ball right now at the 1 yard line.
Man, talk about excitement, man. This has been a great game across the board. Again, minus those turnovers, but as far as this first game of the season, this has been an action-packed game. Done a great job playing some good football.
So no flag. They wave the flag off. Clock runs with 54 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Tigers down by 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Pistol formation. Now let's switch to the traditional shotgun. Smith will take the snap. Inside handoff to Hugie. Hugie slipped out of his break, but did he get to the goal line? He did not. Might have maybe even lost a half yard on the play. Clock runs with 30 seconds left to go here. 29, 28 seconds here. 27, 26 seconds. 25 seconds. Tigers out of timeouts. 23 seconds, 22 seconds. Takes the snap. Keeper, Saquon Smith, right side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Edward Waters. And a child shall lead them. Saquon Smith, a 1 yard rushing touchdown. And the Tigers are back on top with 16 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's an amazing play. Way to take the ball into your hand, way to take the game into your hands as a true freshman quarterback at this time of the game right here. That's amazing.
There is an injured Tigers. Tyquan Cooper is down at the 5 yard line. He's trying to get up under his own power, one of the big offensive linemen. 6'2", 330-pound offensive lineman from Miami Northwestern. And so he's going to need some help getting off the field. He's favoring that left knee.
That's where that bye week comes into play next week. That bye week definitely comes into play next week for these type of injuries to heal back up. But man, incredible play, incredible drive, incredible will by this offense to come alive in the second half and make some very important plays.
Angel Sevier coming on for the extra point. It's 23-20. Edward Waters with the lead pending the extra point. 16 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter. We do apologize for the obscenities that you may hear in the coach's booth to our left.
We call that intensity.
Exactly.
We call that intensity. I love it.
Snap, placement, kick. It's up. Is good. 16 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll actually keep it here. Edward Waters 24, Florida Memorial 20. And right now,
man,
if your heart's in your throat, it should be. It's gonna be on the EWU defense to try to get this game to the locker room with an EWU victory.
And the best part about it is why not have the game in the hands of which has been the shining light of this team today, and that's on the defensive side. Like I said, Coach Carter has been calling it an incredible game. This defense has been playing lights out, been playing fast, they've been playing violent. Now it's time to finish the game. There's 4 quarters. We've got 16 seconds left. Let's make it happen.
Angel Sevier has the ball teed up at the 35-yard line. Christian Ederson as well as return of this kick here for Florida Memorial. Sevier checks to make sure both sides are onside, approaches the ball. Here's the right to left kick. High, deep, end over end. Ederson camps under it, makes the catch at around the 7-yard line. Across the 10, up to the 15, comes over here to the near side. He will be hit and spun down. Great coverage there by the EWU special teams once again.
Absolutely. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. I've been saying this entire broadcast. If you win 2 out of the 3 phases of the football game, you're usually on track to win the football game.
11 seconds remain here in this fourth quarter. Edward Waters leads 24-20. Antoine Williams and the Florida Memorial offense back on the field. There'll be an empty backfield here for Williams. This ball has got to go into the end zone for the Lions if they have any chances of winning this contest.
I'd like to see what Jan Wilson does right here. This start defensive end.
Here's the snap. Back to pass is Williams. Williams steps up, throws over the middle, pass complete to George Young. Young is going to be hit and tackled out of around the 26-yard line. Spotted at the 27. Clock will stop with 4 seconds. Coach Ice Harris. Timeout taken by the Lions. Will keep it here. Camus, 4 fateful seconds remain here in this contest.
Absolutely, absolutely. Every second counts. Every inch counts. Every yard counts, man. Like I said, this has been an incredible first historic game to start the year, to start off this season, man. These guys have put it all on the line. And 4 seconds. That's what it comes down to. We're not done yet.
Not done yet.
Not done yet.
You hear the na, hey, goodbye. It's still 4 seconds left. Anything can happen.
Yep.
Empty backfield here for Antoine Smith. Shotgun formation. They go 5 wide. 3 receivers far side to the left, twins to the near side right. 1st and 10 now for the Lions. Ball at the FMU 28-yard line. Shotgun formation for Williams. He'll take the snap. Back to pass. Looking. He's going to step up. He's going to throw. This one is picked off. Trevonte Jackson ends it for the Tigers. Ball game. This one belongs to the team in purple and orange. The first meeting between Edward Waters and Florida Memorial goes to the team from Duval County. 5-24. Florida Memorial 20. Let's take time out. We'll begin the post-game report right after this here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. All right. And can you play the post-game sounder? Thank you, sir. Get the stats. Yes, thank you.
Hey, they need the stats.
We need stats. So we'll do a. How many breaks do I have in this post game, ET? Okay. Well, it was indeed a classic between these two teams. Edward Waters trailing for a majority of this contest, but the purple and orange find a way, get it done, winning this contest by a final score of 24-20. Welcome into the Ascension St. Vincent's postgame report here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Camus, my heart, I can't take this anymore. I'm old now, man. I'm not that young intern I used to be.
Season.
I'm
not
seasoned
old,
now.
Not old. Season.
This is a fantastic ball game. You got to admire, you got to love the spirit of this Edward Waters Ball Club to find a way down 6-0 at the half. It was back and forth in the second half, but, you know, Edward Waters, they just found a way to come in, get the victory, and go to 1-0 on the year.
Man, it's a beautiful thing when it all comes together. As you can tell, or as you can see, when all phases of the game, when no mistakes are being made, no penalty, the penalties are getting cut out, they were very effective across the board. The true freshman, man, he made the necessary play. That's the difference between being good and great. You know, this team had a will, and that right there is gonna create a culture of winning, and that's what's needed right now to further this program, further the confidence of these guys as they take this game by game. Luckily, we have a good bye week coming up,
yes,
so that they can take advantage of trying to heal up, and then also shore up the fact that, hey, we got to get better. We have several things that we need to get better at, defensively and special teams.
Especially on that offensive side of the football. Remember, this ball club turned the ball over 5 times here in this contest.
Absolutely.
Normally when you're turning the ball over 5 times against anybody, it doesn't matter who, regardless of youth or experience, you don't win that many ball games.
Not
but they
at all.
still were able to find a way to come in, get that 4-point victory. But still a lot of work left to do as we get to go to that game in a couple weeks there up in South Carolina.
A lot of work to do. And luckily, we have the film. We can say, hey, we can tell where you did wrong at. This is a learning opportunity. But you have to be willing to be more mentally prepared the next game around, more physically prepared, way more disciplined across the board. Because again, when you have 5 turnovers, it's no way you're supposed to be even in the vicinity of winning the ball game. So sometimes you get away with it. But luckily, these guys came out and they finished, they finalized, and they did what they had to do. They executed.
We'll go ahead and we'll take a timeout here on our Ascension St. Vincent's post-game report. When we come back, we'll get your final stats and get you set for a bye week, and then in a couple weeks we'll head up to South Carolina for our contest against Benedict College. A happy final here from Jacksonville. Edward Waters 24, Florida Memorial 20. Let's take time out here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. Thank you. Back with more of the Ascension St. Vincent's postgame report here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. It's a happy final here in the first ever contest at the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. Edward Waters defeats Florida Memorial by a final score of 24-20. Joshua Jackson, Camus Leitner here with you. Let's go ahead and look at some final statistics from this contest. Edward Waters just outgained 325 to 329 for Florida Memorial. But again, despite those 5 turnovers that EWU had in this contest, still able to hold on, get that victory, feel good about yourself, send this crowd home happy. You really have got to give credit to really both crowds.
Absolutely.
The Edward Waters side on the home side stands packed. Absolutely. And then on the home side, on the visitor side here with Florida Memorial, tip your hat to both fan bases. They were entertained to a fantastic game here this afternoon.
Man, it was amazing, man, and it does well for this community, and it does well for the HBCU experience. This is something that's going to be talked about for decades. In like a very long time to come, because this right here is going to be a growing Florida rivalry that we actually should put more energy, funds, time into making it that. Of course, I always say that JU and EWC should have been a rivalry.
Absolutely.
But of course, we know they didn't really want to. Step on the field.
Let's not go.
You're right about that. You're right about that.
JU does have some games here on 10XL, so let's be nice.
I'm sorry. I apologize. But man, this atmosphere, this energy, this home win was a beautiful thing today, man. These guys, these student athletes came out and played some good football on both ends. The fans, they came out, it looked like they had a good time. Man, definitely safe travels to the Florida Memorial folks that came up here, man. We definitely going to return the favor next time around, of course, man. But today was a beautiful thing, man. I'm glad that Edward Waters came out on top.
You hear a lot about me being a Florida A&M graduate. You hear so much about the Florida A&M Bethune-Cookman rivalry and the Florida Classic, but this definitely has an opportunity with now all 4 teams having football, all 4 institutions in the state of Florida, all of them being universities now. All of them having football. This meeting between Edward Waters and Florida Memorial really has an opportunity to be one of those special classics in that HBCU calendar.
And it should be. And that as simple as that. It should be. It should be a game where everybody, they mark their calendars and they get ready to either road trip or get ready to make it like basically a national holiday, you know, in the state of Florida. Like, why not us at this point? We need to ensure that we put that type of energy, that type of promotion behind it to make it that much bigger.
Ladies and gentlemen, I really want you to understand this fact that my broadcast partner, Camus Leitner, was hesitant to come on to be the color commentator this afternoon. You did a phenomenal job, young man. It's a pleasure as always to have you up. And see if we can do it again in a couple weeks, man.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man. You reeled me in, you know, and like you said, I was hesitant, but hey, why not, man? And I want to give you flowers while you were here, man.
I appreciate it.
I've seen the matriculation and the growth that you put into your craft, and man, you do an amazing job. It's almost seamless how you do what you do, man. So I appreciate you. Thank you for doing what you're doing for Edward Waters, and it doesn't go unseen. So I truly appreciate the opportunity, and you even having that thought to even have me next to you.
I appreciate it. That'll do it for the Ascension St. Vincent's post-game report. Our thanks to our man on the ones and twos back at Hogan Road, the one and only E.T. Emmanuel Falloran. Come on, somebody. My man back there from Jaguars Today doing a great job. We thank everyone over at Seven Bridges Broadcasting, Steve Griffin, the entire team. Thank you for allowing us to come on the airwaves once again on 1010XL 92.5 FM. The next time we will be back on air will be on Saturday, September 25th at 6 o'clock p.m. Edward Waters will host the Dragons of Lane College in an SIAC contest. That will do it here from Jacksonville. A happy final here in the first ever game as an NCAA Division II institution, as Edward Waters University. First contest for head coach Toriano Morgan, and the first ever contest here at the Nathaniel Glover Community Field and Stadium. It goes into the victory column. A final score, Edward Waters 24, Florida Memorial 20. Take care. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. We'll talk to you again in a couple weeks right here on the Edward Waters Sports Network. So long, everybody. Family. Good job, baby.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you, man.
E.T.
We'll talk to you soon, all right? E.T., the man. Come on, somebody.
Come on.
All right, brother. Hey, Camus, he asked your question.
What up? Let me get some stuff figured out around here. I know the Q is going to be trying to tailgate and stuff, so I'm going to hit you up.
You gave it to the coaches?
All right.
Cool.
Yo.
You did so good. Thank you. It's been a stressful day, but we'll take it. Thank you.